This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman on there.
Hey now, hey, this is a man's world.
Oh, wow.
I know I can't sing, but
Your mother said that.
she told me, but I love singing. But then again, you know,
Try anyway, huh?
she married my dad, so
Really?
I'm just Zecco. Hey, I'm Lewis Dix,
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
and what's the name of the show?
In a man's world.
Which means it's time for you ladies to do what?
Tighten up your belts.
Yes, and make sure it's time to make him a sandwich.
Are we still doing brown mustard?
All
Is it
day
still in
long.
season?
It's
It's
on
still in
sale.
season? Oh, it's on
Yeah, I
sale.
mean, yeah. You can mix a little regular mustard with it, you know, with the mayo and.
Gourmet it.
No horseradish?
No, I'm not a horseradish guy. Are you?
Yeah.
No, come on.
I'm not. You?
Yeah, it opens up your sinuses when you.
I'm not a horseradish. I've never liked horseradish. I
I
don't
don't like it. It ain't like a delicacy.
I don't like watermelon.
Who?
Watermelon.
Okay.
I don't like watermelon. I don't like cream soda. I don't like cauliflower.
Wow.
Why you don't like that?
I just don't. I don't like the red clam chowder soup.
That's the Manhattan, right?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's a few things I
Like the other bullshit, though, that's bad for you, though.
Like what?
Everything
Yeah,
else.
last night. I had a good dinner. I actually forced myself.
Forced.
Well, you know, Code 3, she likes spinach, so I had
really?
spinach.
She had, was it cream of spinach? Or
That
just
was
regular spinach?
Regulars that you cook, and you know, she's not that good on seasoning.
Well, was it from the box? Was it frozen?
No, it was
fresh?
fresh spinach.
Did you
Oh,
clean
okay.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she cleaned it, I guess, and I had steak.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Well, she made the spinach. I made the steak and the potatoes, baked potatoes.
Oh, you killing yourself with that beef, huh?
Yeah. Well done, huh?
Yeah,
skin of
and
the
then,
potato?
And the worst thing is when
Wait
you
a minute. Answer the man's
What?
question. Did you eat the skin off the potato?
a couple pieces.
Yeah, that's the healthiest part.
Oh, is it?
The best part.
Oh, my fault.
Did you put butter in it?
Oh yeah, a lot of butter, a lot of
Sour
butter.
cream and chives?
I'm not a sour. I don't like sour cream.
Chives?
I don't like chives. It's just butter and
Just
salt
butter.
and pepper.
Salt and
Oh,
pepper.
okay.
Okay.
But it was a good dinner, and we had a little music, candle.
What was your playlist?
It was just a radio station. And then
Oh,
we,
was that the night when I interrupted it?
and we danced.
When I called?
Is that nigga over there? Yeah.
That nigga answered the phone aggressive. What, man?
Oh,
God
wow.
I'm like, code 3 must be that. This is a code
Been car wash
2020.
on
Yeah, and then he's like, "This code. Tell her code 28 calling." We were watching. We were actually. You called right when we were watching our little TV thing,
Oh, okay.
Greenleaf. So
Oh.
Yeah, you said that.
We were catching up on the. You know, it was a new episode.
I was interrupted.
So it wasn't. It would have been okay if it was an episode that we had recorded, but it was a new episode.
That you hadn't seen.
Yeah, so we had to.
That's why I was recorded, because you could pause it.
I don't have the thing where you can record it. If I go on demand,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
that's what I'm. So you know, but we, you know, after dinner we danced a little bit.
Oh, did you move the table?
Did you turn her out?
No, it's just a little
Did you
Slow
turn her
down?
out?
2-step slow dance, huh?
I mean,
look
you were a
at
dancer in
She
college.
likes to dance. I don't dance that often with her. We've danced.
You really there? You there, huh?
What do you mean by there?
Sucker for love list. Damn.
Yeah, that
Wait a minute.
sucker list.
This could apply. Did you have shoes on or you danced in your socks?
Because you could slide
We both
better.
had our slippers on.
Oh, matching?
No,
Yeah,
no,
the Scooby Doo's.
no. We both had our slippers on.
You had
She
the
makes me
Nikes
put my.
on.
Normally, I don't put my slippers on. She makes me put
You're
my
a rebel
slippers on.
that way.
Huh?
You're a rebel that way, not wearing your slippers.
I'll wear them if I break a glass for at least 2 weeks. Because once that little glass get in your foot, that's some
It's
pain.
it.
So
That's a man code, right?
Yeah. So I but normally I just go have my socks on.
Yeah.
But
Long socks or footies?
no, my regular socks that I wear are sports socks.
Oh, wow.
Long socks.
It's an athlete.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they you know, you put a pair of socks on in case you gotta run out.
Oh, you ain't old school, then you don't put the silk socks on.
No, I don't. I can't remember the last time I wore silk socks.
No?
I think I was a teenager. I mean, you wear now. I just wear comfortable cotton socks.
Yeah.
You know.
With your dress shoes?
Yeah, not White Sox, but you know.
I wear silk socks when I put the Gators on.
Well, you from Chicago. That's
You got to put the the
Gotta
silk
put the silk socks on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, with the lines in them. You know, old
they
school.
they seem to sag easily, don't they?
No, you got to have that calf to that
You
elastic.
have a calf to hold it up?
Who?
You.
I'm a dancer. I have calves. I'm just kidding.
But your socks become below the calf.
Ain't that
though.
clear?
I mean, you know. So we're at Morris Media Studios again, where it's www.morrismediastudios.com. They still do the rollout show from here.
It's still going?
That's what I heard.
3 days.
You know that, and you know they really kill me because they try to highlight it like they have great guests.
Okay.
You know, like you won't believe who came into the rollout room to the show today. You know, that's what Nikki Pam's always putting it up. You know, and I saw a rollout hat today.
Oh, they got hats now.
It's too long. Rollout show on a hat. That's too much. They need. I don't know who's
Too busy?
doing. Yeah, too much. There's too much on the hat. You know.
They come in different colors, or they just.
I just saw it in black and white. I'm sure it comes in different colors. Our producer has on the dashiki today. I guess
Frida.
I guess she's her and Canoe or
The Afrocentric today.
I guess she's I guess she's grateful for his. They must
They eat granola together
And now that's interesting. I had a granola bar on the way.
with honey in it.
Yeah, honey nut.
Oh,
It was cool. And it's funny whenever you mention Canoe, she grabs the mic.
is that what happened?
That's how you know she's in love.
Leave my man alone.
Oh man, good for
You're
her.
the one in love.
Oh, bitch.
Ooh.
You're the one.
Dancing.
You know.
Yeah, your socks.
Well, I hope everyone gets there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place to be.
It is.
Oh,
It's
wow.
a long fall when you fall
What
off
does
of it.
Code 3 mean, though? That's a police term, isn't it?
And stay out of my code 3 is code 3.
All right, I'm going to look it up.
Oh, wow.
Battery assault.
Code 3.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what she gives you?
No,
Oh,
code
that
3 is means you're
Homicide?
coming right away. You're on your sirens are on.
The sirens,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Code 3.
Code 3 is
see,
sirens
Lights
on.
and sirens, all of that.
Code
Woo, woo, woo,
right.
woo.
Really? She's turned on.
Really? See, that's what I'm saying when you
She
put
wants
yourself
it.
out there.
No, it's nice.
It is.
It is
It's
nice.
very.
I'm
it's-
happy. I'm truly happy for you.
It's very nice. It's very nice.
I love
It's
it.
very nice.
I love it.
I'm at
Yes, with the
I'm
socks,
at
I
my
love
weight.
it.
I'm 182.
Oh, bless your heart.
Lifted today and got it in. Feel really good. I was feeling a certain way this morning.
Emotional?
Yeah, it's like maybe it was andropause.
Andropause.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the male version.
It's the
as
male
you said,
version
yeah.
of menopause. So I was feeling a certain way, and I
You
was like,
spotting?
Was you crying?
What?
was you sad and
"Oh,
lonely?
that is funny." Were you spotting? No, I wasn't spotting.
I don't know what the male side of it is.
No, I was just feeling a little, I had a weird dream, so I was feeling a little, so I was like, okay, do I stay in it? Or do I get up,
Are you a
shower?
dream breaker? Are you a dream breaker? If you don't
That-
want to
that-
continue.
That's interesting you say that because
Yeah.
I will wake up sometimes out of a dream, but then I'll try to go back to
And
the
get it.
dream
and try
and
to
get it.
and pick up where you left off at?
Or try to change it. Like I didn't like
Okay,
the
yeah.
direction we were going in,
And how does that work?
And I'm, you end up in a weirder dream. Depends. Like we ate kind of late
Yeah,
last
yeah,
night.
what happened?
So the dream was a little weird. It had Khadijah was in the dream.
Khadijah.
Yeah, from Living Single.
I remember.
Oh.
So for some reason, Queen Latifah was in the dream.
Oh, wow. What were you doing?
Were they watching?
No, it wasn't anything sexual. It was just
We're
she
not
was just
saying
in the
that.
dream.
What were you doing?
I can't remember, but somebody was being arrested.
Oh.
It wasn't you.
No, it wasn't me.
Huh?
I can't. I don't know if this is maybe fact. Frida can look this up because I asked Code 3 and she wasn't sure. I was watching a Law and Order,
That's your thing.
and the Stabler and them went into a judge's house and they said, "Judge, can you come outside with us because you know we can't arrest you in your home." And I was just wondering if you can't arrest a judge in their home.
What I just told you.
Maybe they didn't have a arrest warrant.
But then how can they arrest them outside if they're
I
not?
don't see what was the crime. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
That
what episode
sounds-
was that?
I don't know.
I'll look it up, sir.
You know, hey,
bitch.
yeah, really. You know, don't.
I didn't say it like that.
That's
Was it
right. You
stable?
sure didn't, man.
Oh, we
Stop trying to instigate.
We got a confrontation.
No, we're
What's
both.
eating dicks later on in the program?
Oh,
Yeah, that's. Oh, that's right. That's the new. That's right. That's the new.
What's eating
Dicks. That's funny. It's not me.
Must be her.
But went to Harvard Westlake's first football game today.
How'd you do?
They were winning 14-0 when I left the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Got to hung out with the old basketball coach who coached my son, Coach Hilliard, who had been there 30 years. We had some good conversation.
Yeah.
My stepbrother called me today. Well, my brother, Chris.
oh, how's he doing?
He's doing great. He's in Memphis.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Still driving trucks?
Still driving trucks. And he said
Okay.
that it was so funny. Women are just...
Women.
Women just got...
What they do
They
now?
got issues.
Oh.
I mean...
You
they
know you're
just-
being very general.
Yes, I am.
I
You
apologize.
women just... I mean, this is what happened. This is what he tells me. And we were laughing so hard on the phone.
Yeah.
So he's married.
He got married?
Yeah, he's been married for
Wow.
5 years maybe. I don't know. But he's she had a daughter. He bought her a car, got her in college, did the right thing.
Right.
Okay.
She's a little younger. The girl's a little younger than him, maybe 10-something years younger than him.
Got an issue?
So they in the house and all that, and he's doing everything he's supposed to do. He goes golfing, but he takes care of this woman.
Right.
And it's just so hard to make women happy. So what happened was, he tells me she wakes him up, knowing he's a truck driver, got to get up in the morning.
Gotta get his rest.
Right.
She wakes him up and says, the dog did a number 2 in the house.
Number 2.
So you need to go find it and clean it up. Now, his dog is trained not to do that.
Right.
And he knows that.
What kind of dog?
I don't know.
Okay.
But he knows that. It's a dog that's trained not to do number
That
2 in
shit
the
to know
house.
that.
Right. So he's laying there and he's looking, and she's mad.
Right.
She's angry. You need to get up and don't do that now. And he's like, I'm asleep. And
Why can't you do it?
so she's like, you need to go. Because, and he said that. And she said, because I'm with the dog all day. But you're not working. You with the dog
All day.
all day. So you should have taken the
First-
dog out to go to the bathroom if there was an issue from
And the
Jump
first
Street.
time the dog shit.
So she's, and he says, look, I know the dog didn't do it. So he knows that. So
So
then
think she did
finally
it?
he gets up and goes, and I said, well, did she get up with you and look?
Right.
Like, no, she went back to bed. So he gets up and he's upset at himself that he actually got up. And I'm like, you got to do
I
that.
would be too.
You got to do it. So he gets up.
Sleep.
He gets up and he goes and is looking around the house. Now the dog is following him. And he said the dog is
And I
like,
ain't do it,
yo, man, I don't do that, man. He said the dog is just shaking his head like, what's up, man? He's looking and looking.
She shitted.
And then he realized the dog had gas
Twist.
because the dog hit some gas while they were walking around.
Okay.
So he said, oh, that's what the smell was. So he goes back to bed with her. And she said, what did you find? He said, no, he has gas. Now can I go back to sleep? And I'm like, and then I told him, I said, man, listen, here's the deal. Women,
Is that a deal breaker?
no, women, you have to understand,
Possibly.
are like little kids.
I'm up for it.
Women are like little kids. And you remember, if you have kids, Jeff, remember when your kid would come in the room and say, the boogeyman's underneath the bed. And that's how women are. They
do that?
It's a boogeyman. That's what she smelled. So you have to get up and go look for the boogeyman and prove to them the boogeyman is not there.
The one she smells.
Yes. And that's what you have to do with women, and go show them that the boogeyman's not there, even as ignorant and dumb as it is.
Oh, wow.
You have to do that just to make them feel a certain way. It's just ridiculous.
To get some sleep.
Yeah, just so he can get some sleep. And he said she was mad. I was like, no, she's just mad because she just, you live your life. Yeah, she's just mad because she's just unhappy.
And she at home with the dog all day.
Right.
Which, yes, poetess.
You can arrest a judge inside their home if you have an arrest warrant.
Okay. You really did look that up.
Yes.
Thank you. See,
So that was
Women
a
all-
So
always-
Law and Order, that's just a TV show. I don't know why they would do that.
well, then I'm going to write them a letter.
send him an email.
Don't do
That was an old
Exactly.
episode, by the way.
How do you know?
Because when I Googled, can a judge be arrested? That was the first thing that came up.
Was what?
The Law and Order episode.
Season 2 episode.
Oh, really?
2005.
Oh, so
season one.
that question
Like
took you right to that episode?
Yep.
Did it say why they did that?
No, it was people were wondering, and some people were like, well, they're usually good at having it be realistic, and they don't. So there was no definite answer.
So I wasn't the first person that wondered that.
Yeah, obviously not.
Right. That's your show.
Wow. Well, I'm not going to watch it anymore if they did. I'm just kidding.
Which one do you like? You like all of them?
All the
Law and Orders.
I mean, oh, you mean Law and Order?
Franchises. Do you
Right,
like the
exactly.
Criminal Intent?
Yeah, it's okay because my man in Criminal Intent was in. He was in Men in Black. He played the monster in Men in Black.
Yeah, but then he was also in the Army movie, The Marine. He was the crazy one.
He was the crazy one in
Full Metal Jacket.
He
Yeah.
was the crazy one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh well. Okay. Well, I like him.
Jazzy.
yeah.
There you go, Jeff. I like him. I like all the Law and
They
Order.
beat his ass with that soap.
That was him. He was big.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. See, John Lemon
Joker.
on top of it.
he was Joker.
You were Malfunction. That was a good movie. The beginning of it. The back part wasn't that good. But I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And what's the name of the show?
In a Man's World.
Okay. It's time for we need his music. We threw her off because I didn't ramble too long, so that's why she's not ready for John Lemon's music. Because normally I ramble even longer.
Your monologue.
Yeah, I guess that's what you would call it. But it looks like she's about to play some African music because she has dashiki on. So
The bongos.
she looks very relaxed. She just needs
Some weenie.
She like, yeah.
Aw.
no.
I
she's-
miss Canoe.
Is he
I'm
gone?
gonna see him this week.
Where is he?
He's been working.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. It's always good.
He
when
has
him-
2 jobs.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, good. You'll see him this weekend.
Yes.
All right. So you
Wow.
guys going to go to the mountaintop?
I invited him actually to Fresh Fest this weekend because he says he's never been to like a rap show.
Hey, so I'm not the only one. So there you go.
You went to Too Short
That's what I'm saying. That was my first one.
Hilarious.
So he's
because
not.
he's into jazz and
Oh, well, there's a good jazz show Sunday
where
at the Hollywood Bowl.
with who?
I don't know. It's Code 3's going.
You're not going?
Next
She's going with her
at
girlfriend.
Wednesday,
She does a lot of stuff with her girlfriend.
The Wednesday at the ball, they're having the Black Soundtrack.
I
Part
know.
2. And I went last year. That was one of the most amazing concerts I've been
Now,
to.
so this is the second one. Did Craig Robinson host the first one?
Yep.
So, yeah, I saw that. I wanted to go to that.
Yeah, I went last year and In Vogue performed, Anthony Hamilton, Public Enemy. They did like all the black movie soundtracks.
Right.
And was it good?
To an orchestra. It was excellent.
Yeah.
Wow. How much were the tickets?
I didn't buy no tickets. I had the hookup.
I mean, she
Well,
is
thank you for inviting us. You know, well,
you. Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, really?
Okay.
All right, let's see if this is good enough.
So listen, it is this just in.
Oh wow. In Chicago news,
John Lemon.
welcome John Lemon. Hilarious.
Hey, what's up?
Did you see First Take today?
Before you go
What?
any further,
What?
that color doesn't work with your skin color.
Why doesn't
Oh
it?
wow.
It makes him look ashy.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't
Just
flow.
like-
Just you need lighter colors. It just
Why?
doesn't.
I'm
Right off the
comfortable in this
segment,
color,
huh?
yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, with the bald head, am I right, POTUS? I don't. It doesn't flow.
He kind of blends into the curtains a little bit.
It's all right.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Didn't mean to throw that right. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
It's all good. I need to put some lotion on there.
Did you?
Fuck yeah.
Do I watch First Take?
Yeah, from
Every now
Chicago.
and then,
today. From
yeah.
Chicago.
Oh,
They were from Chicago today.
that was. I thought Jamil Hill was she hosted that thing.
That was last night. From the South Side at the YMCA.
So what did First Take? Why were they in Chicago?
About the gang situation, the gang violence.
Stephen A. Smith. And,
Stephen A.
I
Smith.
can't deal with
Max,
his voice, man.
Max Kellerman and Molly Quorum. So it was a good show. I mean, they did a good job. I mean, the ones that they needed to reach, obviously they weren't there, the gang members.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it looked like it was a pick and choose audience. because it was like older guys, older females. And they tried to throw a little diversity in there. And then they had the segments where they specifically shown a few times where the black fathers were with their sons. So I thought that was good.
Right.
So, I mean, Jabari Parker, he spoke eloquently. So, he's trying to do what he wants to, what he can do to help the situation now. So Rondo, he's there in Chicago now. So he's trying to bring and to get together with the Chicago Bears, Chicago Cubs, Chicago White Sox, so they can try to bring inner jobs to to the city, to the situation. So I thought that was good and positive. What's been surfacing is about the Nate Parker. That's been big.
Okay, did you bring up the Chicago thing because you're from Chicago?
Yes.
That's local
So,
news.
no, I was just wondering.
Yes.
Why
So
your voice so high?
Still aggressive from that phone call. Wow.
hilarious. All right, was this the phone call we had, or
No, because I told it was X, and I said let Jeff get through part of his news and call back.
and we know he'll do that.
He wanted to call and
And
comment
he said,
on the
nah.
show.
He said, nah, never mind. I'll get with you when I get with you. All right. Bye.
That's a personal
Hey,
call.
yeah, he act like he calling your house.
X. He
X.
wanted to call and make his comment
Like I
about the
told
shirt.
him I had company. Or
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Had your foot, the door cracked and whatnot. Like, I company.
All right, go ahead, John. That was funny.
Hysterical.
That was funny.
That's funny.
The big talk around is the Nate Parker, the rape charge that he was acquitted of in 1999.
Yeah, the Penn State boy.
Penn State wrestler.
Now, what is Nate Parker known for? What is he? What's the deal with him?
The actor, various
He's
roles.
the one doing the Nat Turner movie.
Yeah, Birth of a
wow.
Nation. He's redoing that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get you to say.
Yeah, so
of a
Birth-
Nation.
I was getting ready to say it, but so
This is not going well.
no, it's not.
Go ahead, John.
Wow.
But
Let me tell you something, honey.
no, but it resurfaced that his acquittal and his co-writer of Birth of a Nation, Jean Celestine, that he was actually acquitted. So the sexual assault is coming to light on college campuses now.
Because this happened in the 90s.
1999.
Yeah.
So, and his whole thing was, he's kind of saying, like the victim blame, saying, well, you put yourself in that situation.
That's what he told the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of put yourself in that situation to allow this to happen. And, in 2012, at the age of 30, she committed suicide. She overdosed on sleeping pills. So, so my thing was when I read it, I read, some of the transcripts, and after the initial incident, she called him the next day on the phone to try to figure out what happened. And, she was just like, what happened? He was like, well, we had consensual sex. We both were drunk, And she was like, well, I'm kind of sore down there. What happened? She's like, I think it was more than, he's like, well, yeah, you let my roommate, get involved. So, and then that's when he was like, well, you kind of put yourself in that situation. So my problem with it is that, the statement that he said that, the victim blaming, and to this day, 37, which is his age,
Right.
he's still not taking responsibility because he was acquitted,
Right.
but not,
in his fault.
yeah. So now you have 5 daughters, and your first daughter is 17 and she's getting ready to go off to college.
Right.
So how would you feel if that happened to your daughter? I mean, I think you would see a
But
different.
he was not convicted of rape. The roommate, however,
was convicted, and it was overturned after 2 years because she declined to go to trial again.
So if he was not convicted,
Right.
that doesn't mean he didn't do it. That means we don't know if he did or didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Convicted.
it's just kind of peculiar that they would be bringing this up near the release of the Birth of a Nation movie.
Oh, but anything you got, any
Perfect
skeleton.
timing.
What responsibility can he take at this time when the woman is dead? He was acquitted. So to me, I call bullshit on the whole thing.
Right, but I mean, it's also pertaining to the increasingly amount of sexual assaults going around campus, and they figuring
But
that.
what does he have to do with that?
Well, because
That's not his fault. That's not his responsibility.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
but
what I said.
anything anytime you in the spotlight and shit is about to happen for you, your dirt and your skeletons
and
are
it
gonna
always
come.
seems to happen to the brothers. And to me, it's this probably particular movie
Birth of a
that
Nation.
some white folks don't want to come out. And
Right.
like you're going in on this guy like
No, I'm not going in on him. I'm just saying that, his whole thing was that he's not taking.
John Lemon.
My thing is that,
what
okay,
responsibility if he said it was consensual? What responsibility
I don't know the
should
facts.
he be taking?
I don't know the facts.
So you don't know the facts.
So my thing is, okay, but don't make the statement that, it was her fault.
Where did he say that?
He
I
said,
have not
it was,
read that anywhere.
Yeah, and when she taped him in a phone conversation, it came out that, part of the phone conversation that she taped him, that he did say that. That this, you put yourself in that situation. So that's the problem I'm having with that statement that you said that, knowing that.
Okay, playing devil's advocate.
Well,
Did
I
she
mean,
put herself in that situation?
I don't know. I wasn't
Did
there.
she sit around and get drunk with some dudes? And
He met up with her after a party. So, and he brought, because he was supposed to meet with her, but he was at a bar. He was like 2-3 hours late. So she had got drunk before that. So when he came, he was drunk. So, and then they went back to his place.
So why can't they both be responsible for their drunk asses?
Exactly. I mean, so I'm not saying, because I wasn't there.
And I'm not excusing that. I don't condone that kind of behavior. But at the end of the day, it was her word against his.
His words, and he was acquitted.
And they were not able to prove that he had any wrongdoing. So
my thing is that, the only part of it that I had was the statement, and to this day, he's still not, it's like, I don't have anything, I was acquitted. So, I basically don't want to talk about it and all that. So my thing is now, you have a daughter that's getting ready to go to college. So if that happens to your daughter, are you still going to have the same attitude?
Because she had 5 daughters. Right?
Yeah, he has 5 daughters. So are you still going to hold the same belief, the same attitude?
What attitude?
That you put yourself in that situation.
There it is again. Maybe he has taught his daughters not to be put in that type of situation.
Anything can happen though.
Okay, just like anything happened to this girl.
Right. So I'm just saying, so are you to my
question?
So
he can't control that. All he can do is tell his daughters, this is what could happen to you if you're out at a bar, drinking with some dudes, going back to a guy's house at all hours of the night.
Exactly.
At some point, people got to take responsibility for the shit that happens to them. Some things are out of control, granted. But if you're meeting a guy at a bar and you're drinking and you're going back to his house, you know what the fuck is up.
Well, okay, is sex automatically imply that you going back?
I would say almost so, unless she just doesn't have a way home.
Okay, I mean, but it's still that once she gets there, it's still a woman's right to say no.
Yes, you're right. You're
it's still,
absolutely. You asked me, was it implied?
Right.
I didn't say, if she should. Yes, when a woman says no, it is absolutely no.
So now, if his daughter goes back there and with the intentions that it's after 2:00, we've been drinking, so now you're supposed to have sex with me. And then she ended up, being sexually assaulted. I mean, my whole thing is she going to come to her and say, well, I gave you this story.
Why couldn't she get a cab home? Why is she going home with a strange man?
Well, I mean, they in college, so, it's that.
Hours.
Yeah. It's the after hours.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I counted 25 you-knows.
No, you counted.
Lewis, what is your opinion on this?
Yeah.
You counted 25 you-knows. I'm just saying, as our newscaster, he needs to eliminate you-knows. Yeah. Just
eliminate your nose.
Oh,
not nose. That's
that was a shot.
My take is Jeff is hearing it differently, based on the guy's statement saying that on the conversation with the girl.
Okay.
We're not privy to the entire conversation. It could have been in the context of that conversation. Mm-hmm. But again, they're grown-ups. They're in college. You have to do the best you can prior to them getting college by having a conversation with your daughter. The most important thing is not to be alone. You got to have a partner with you. She's got to have a girlfriend that's going to be saying, no, we going home. Right. Mm-hmm. No, the same thing with the boys. Same thing. Yo, man, you got to have a boy with you that if you're behind, get too drunk, to say, let's go so you don't get jacked. Right. So that was the main thing. And my daughter drinks. She has friends. She's called me, a little. Feminist. I've had to go get her. But she knew to call me.
Yeah.
and her girlfriend was drunk as I don't know what, and she threw up in the back of my car.
Oh.
And I took her home and then got my daughter home. But if she's away in college, she has to have a friend that she trusts, and she has to realize that she's putting herself in a position
Correct.
to where that could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's no, they say nothing good happens after 2:00 in the morning or whatever. So if she's at a bar already drunk, waiting on him
in college
by herself, there's a problem. And same with him. If he's at the bar, getting drunk.
Well, he shows up at the bar drunk.
So it's
Right.
like she made a poor choice.
two worlds collided.
Yeah, and it was nothing good was going to happen with that. I agree kind of with Poetess that given the situation that they're bringing this up now, that was like 90.
It was in the 90s.
Yeah, it was
99.
It's 26 years ago.
17.
And then isn't
90.
this movie about slave
Slavery,
revolt?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
white folks don't want to see that shit.
No.
So it's
Wow.
They don't. So
You know-
I wouldn't be surprised if Fox Searchlight bought that to sabotage that movie, just so that because he had a couple of offers from Netflix and some other people, although Fox offered him more.
They paid him
But
17.5
that
million
ain't
for
nothing
it.
to Fox. 17 million is nothing to
Right.
Fox.
I think he's married to a white girl. They have 5 daughters.
Yeah.
And the one thing you have conversation, the mom has conversations with the daughter, the dad has conversations with the daughters. You hope your kids make good choices and don't put themselves in harm's way, especially nowadays.
With social media, yeah.
Especially
Oh, yeah, that
nowadays.
whole monster.
Years ago when we were growing up,
Yeah.
it was different because we had more accountability with our peer group.
Correct.
Our peer group knew that they would have to deal with, if something happened to us, they'd have to deal with our parents. Like, you let him go without, what's wrong? And then because they all knew each other.
Right,
They knew their parents. Now they don't know. I don't know her like that. I mean, it's people who say, look, that wasn't my business.
This kind of reminds me. It just reminded me of the girl that went to Aruba with her high school friends.
Right.
You don't let your friend go out. You're in a different
Holloway.
country.
Natalie Holloway.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the Holloway
You
story.
don't go out. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's just,
And then we went to Aruba, and my homegirl would not. I mean, I'll be dancing with a guy, and she'll be on the dance floor with me with the guy. She did not
Really?
give me a break. I was
See?
like,
I mean, especially nowadays, you got to look out. I mean, it's because we now know how crazy people are.
Now, no.
I mean, we know, like the whole internet thing you were telling me about with the guy on the internet.
With the internet dating. And back to that, even like when you said you have your boys look out, even Nate, with the guy that was sentenced to jail, was his roommate, and there was a third guy there. So he actually saw Nate and the woman engaging in sex, and Nate, come on,
Yeah.
waved him over, like, come on to get some of this. And he elected not to be a part of that. And then his roommate said, well, okay, cool, I'll join in.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, so I've been in that college culture where that's happened. And it's like it's up to the individual to say, I'm not going to partake in this.
Right.
I know what you all are doing. This is wrong.
yeah.
I know what you all doing. Now y'all, you gang banging.
27.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the record. Okay.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. We weren't there. There's nothing that can be done about that case.
Right.
And unfortunately, she killed herself.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
And we
sad.
don't necessarily
What?
know if that was related to that situation. It could have been, but
Yeah.
do we know?
I mean,
Well, her brother came out and said that was the reason why.
and that's what I'm saying about we gotta, these people now.
What is it, LD?
These young people are young. Their brains are just not. When you're young, you're young. You hopefully you can go through your young period of your life and not have something bad happen to you.
Right.
We were all lucky.
We didn't have social media.
Right, but even not having so, we were lucky
still
that
a whole
it was
nother
still
get down.
yeah. It was some of us still got taken out.
Right.
Yeah, but
But we were the lucky ones are the ones who get through it without any harm.
Right.
And now social media, we're just aware of it. There was a lot of people in our generation who got taken out.
Yeah.
We just didn't know about it.
Right.
We was like, oh, he quit school.
Yeah.
That's
school.
that's all
he
we
got
knew.
kicked out of school.
Yeah. All right, John Lemon. Anything else? Sent you and POTUS. That was good. That was
That's
good.
a nice little,
yeah, that was good exchange. That was,
Connie Bong and John Lemon.
yeah, that was good. That was good.
You know,
Give people some thought. It was good. What's
we
up?
could call
Well,
that
you know,
segment.
Leslie Jones, she was hacked. Her personal email was hacked.
I heard about that.
So I mean, nude photos was leaked
I
out.
heard about that.
Personal
I see that look on Lewis's
personal
face.
info. I mean, it's just like
They hacked their phone, right?
Yeah, and got
wow.
her banking info and all that. I mean,
Did they show the nude photos?
well, obviously, yeah. Some
Did you
people
see
got
them?
them. Yeah. No, I didn't see him.
Oh, okay.
No.
You got a
I kind of want to see him,
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm not.
I can't
I'm,
tell.
I'm with you too. I'm hoping.
It's like seeing a car wreck on the
Yeah,
freeway.
I'm with you too on that.
wow.
I don't really want to see him, but I want to see. I want to see how far down it goes.
It's
if
like-
this matches all of the rest of.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just curious.
You want to
'cause-
see the contortion?
yeah, I just want to see if it's maybe that part is beautiful. We don't know.
Well-
Maybe they missed it. I just
Yeah, I mean,
this girl is.
I have no interest.
Yeah, I just.
it's just a shame. Even like my man Julian Assange. Now his big thing is he's waiting till October because now he's going to reveal the 33,000 emails that supposedly, allegedly, that Hillary deleted. He retrieved
They
them.
retrieved them.
Yeah. So now he's saying it's some fucked up shit that he's going to release it like 2 weeks before the election.
Now, see, this is what I'm interested in. Given all the technology that the government has,
Okay.
how can he retrieve them and
They
Hillary
couldn't.
and them can't?
Yeah.
That's why this is all
Yeah.
politics that's just way above our pay
She
grade.
did have her own server.
Yeah, and Bill's okay now. He was get it, serving her. But I'm just so full of politics
hysterical.
where it just hey, this is the Morris Media Studios, 323-293-3375. What's the name of the show?
In a man's world.
I'm just doing radio because it's the top of the hour and you're supposed to identify
I'm with
every
you.
Station ID.
Yeah, it was station
Brian
ID.
Gumbo. I got you.
No, Brian Mumble.
Gumbo.
Brian Gumble, Mumble.
Ah,
Is any other news, John, or is that
that's it.
you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said exit music.
Yeah, it's over with. So
You won.
yeah.
Wow, really?
Fuck about your story.
That's funny. Are we on commercial? Oh, okay. We'll be back. And I was going to say a bad joke. That sound like
fit your story quite well.
That sound like that was the
the
song.
theme song.
Yeah, gotcha.
Gotcha.
Joe Tex. We were talking
Tex,
off the air,
yes, sir.
and TDP's like, you don't know nothing about that, and Jeff's like, yes, I do. And then Jeff said that there was a follow-up song for that.
Man,
And
I
what
ain't
was the
gonna
name?
bump
I ain't
no
going
more with
no
that
big fat woman.
Man,
Can't make that record now.
You can.
You can't.
yeah, you can.
Yeah.
As long as it has a good beat.
Nice beat.
Yeah, if you got a good hook, they'll dance to it. Hey, I'm Lewis Dix,
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
and the name of the show is what?
In a man's
In
world.
a Man's World. We're at,
Tighten up your belts.
please, that's important. We don't want you sagging. 323-293-3375 is the name.
What?
Who does the memes? Is that Aaron Gladman?
And Chuck Farmer.
Yeah,
The
Chuck
Power
Farmer.
Legend.
Yeah, he had some funny ones this week. Some guy did something with his hair.
What'd he do?
Do you know what I'm talking about? Some rapper or something?
Young
Oh,
Jock.
Young Jock.
Yeah,
he got
Young
the perm
Oh, he got a fried dye
They were
laid
doing
aside.
with the park, man.
Literally laid to the side.
Yeah,
The old
they were
school,
doing
70s.
some,
Yeah.
And you guys had Shane on your show, right?
Yeah.
Shang Monday, yeah.
And they were talking about how great it was and all that.
What was great?
Everybody that comes on this show, it's great.
Oh,
You don't like Shang? Shang is cool.
No, Shane's good, but I'm just saying they never have a bad show. The
Oh.
All-Out show. It's always a great show. Tune in and get your funny. It's like
you have a problem with that slogan?
it's like come on. Even the time slot sounds bad. 11 to
Wow.
2. I'm just kidding.
That's traffic. Huh?
I'm just kidding.
More than rush hour.
Yeah. And I guess you guys have a comedy show coming up, right?
Yeah, Speedy.
Oh,
She said that like she's not affiliated with that.
Actually, I'm not.
oh,
You're not?
No.
Bitch.
oh.
I thought it's with the Rollout show.
It's it's what they do at the comedy show. I'm only involved with happens here.
Oh.
Well, that's not fair.
No,
Because
it's
without
cool.
we're gonna have to talk to.
He's branching
No, because
out.
I don't do any of the planning. I mean, him and Pam put it together, so it's their thing basically, and
But
I'm cool with
They
that.
do, but they do publicity off of the radio.
That's
off of,
fine. They gotta eat too, you know.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's the kind of woman. That's why Canute
Baked
loves
potato.
her. That's why Canute loves her, because she's that kind
Butter.
of woman. She's that kind of
Salt
woman.
and pepper.
She's that kind of woman. She's
kind of
a
woman.
giver.
Oh, wow. Bless her heart.
A giver. That's what it's all about.
Oh.
I am a
about-
giver.
it's all
Ooh,
about-
wait a minute. Hold on. We got a competition. I'll go first.
Okay, so our first topic. Well, this came about. Well, the topic is: do you remain friends with your
Do you remain friends?
with your childhood friend, or just a new friend after finding out that he or she is gay?
And which one of your friends came out?
Fat Paul.
Boogie, Peanut.
No.
They listening?
No, Peanut just got married.
Oh, bless his
And-
heart.
And he sent me a picture of
That could be a camouflage.
Boogie. No, Peanut's not gay. And Fat Paul's not gay, and Boogie's not gay, and Fred's not gay.
Well, that leaves
Well,
you.
Fred doesn't.
You should have picked somebody.
That is
You
funny.
are a
What?
That was such
Whoa.
great timing.
I was just about to hit that one. Like, yeah.
Teeder
It's like,
That
is
was great
off the
timing.
chain.
That was great timing.
that leaves you.
Yeah, that was funny.
You should have named somebody.
That's funny.
I was
No.
hoping for you to tell me, please name somebody.
No, that's
yeah, we'll write down a list. Like,
I'll
Fat
take
Paul,
it, guys.
no.
I mean, you were a dancer.
none of us are gay.
Oh, wow. You said that with your chest out.
No, that's I can say that with the utmost confidence. With the utmost confidence. Now, but if I had to pick who would be gay in that group,
Don't do it if you didn't come out with
it'd
nobody.
be Fred, because he worked at a prison
He's closer to action.
25 years. Yeah, so he might have slipped.
Wow.
His key might not have worked.
Is that the lingo?
I don't know. Fred would explain to me stuff that goes on in prison. I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
And he was talking about it was a human nature thing. I was like, what?
What?
It's a thing where he says when you're in prison for a long time, it's human nature to want to be touched and hugged or something.
Okay.
That's just human nature to want to be hugged or touched. And
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm not looking at
After the show, buddy, you got to get touched and hugged.
just can't win in this group.
But I mean, the way you looked at me, you like,
no,
your
I
eyes
was
were
aggressive.
sweating.
Oh, I was.
No, it's kind of seductive. You know?
Oh, wow.
No.
You are?
Bad.
It
I
just-
saw that.
You are cute.
No.
The bald head and the shirt does kind of match.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
oh, wow.
yeah. That's what happens when you talk about the shirt, knowing you like it. Yeah, okay. No, so I was like, oh, okay, So, that got me wondering.
What is it, LD?
And then I was watching Greenleaf. Code 3 and I were watching Greenleaf, and the episode surrounded the girl's husband.
Okay.
She thought something was going on with another woman, and he had been looking at men on his phone.
Oh, wow.
And finally, she said she kicked him out the bedroom, said, until you come clean. So he finally came to her. And he had dinner with a guy who we know in the show is gay. And
Okay.
the guy was talking to him, and the guy was like, why are we here? He's like, I'm not gay. And I've never done anything. He said, well, why are we at dinner? So then he went home and told the wife, I got to talk to you.
Oh.
And she did that whole thing. She's pregnant, twins.
Oh, wow.
And she did that whole thing. Just tell me what it is. Whatever it is, we can handle it. When they say that, it's a wrap. They're not
wrap.
going to be able to handle it.
Correct.
If anybody says that to you, especially a woman,
I want the truth.
yeah, they're not going to handle it. I don't care what you say. So, and
Being very general.
yeah, but it's true. So
Been there,
she
solid.
says, I have
What'd
been.
she say?
It has been some stuff on my phone. I have been, she said, well, is it another woman?
First
Now,
question.
Code 3 felt it was important for him to be honest.
At that point.
And I was like, no. He should have.
I thought we said the truth.
He
That was
should have
the
went
man
with
code.
her. He should have went with her with another woman.
Just to pass over.
Well,
the
because she
story?
was pregnant, and he knew that the stress would cause because she's in the last trimester and all that.
Okay, I got you.
So he should have chilled and said it was another woman, and he should have said, "Yeah, I've been looking at pictures of another woman,
okay.
just on the internet.
Oh.
I haven't done anything, all that." She could handle that.
Okay.
But he said, "No, it's I've been looking at pictures," and she said, "Of women." He said, "No, of men." And she's like, "You telling me you gay?" And then she went off, and then had to go to the hospital. Oh, that must be him.
So
that's
to the
her.
hospital?
I thought that was our callers, and that's her cell phone.
It's a personal call.
Hilarious.
Shh, keep it down.
Yeah, it's Canoe calling. Okay.
Oh, wow.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. So, Code 3 and I talking, and I was like, no, he should. She said, but it was important that he be honest. I was like, no, he knew that was going to cause stress. He should have chilled. He should have just.
So now the story jumps in your lap with Code 3. In your opinion.
You mean ask me if I'm.
Right.
No, she knows I'm not. She knows I'm
Right.
not. And that goes because every man says that. I don't know if every man says, how could she not tell?
How can she not tell?
How could she not? To me, it's if you've been with someone long enough.
There's signs there?
I think so.
That you can, yeah.
I think the person's got to slip.
Like, why you fucking me in the ass so much?
Oh, wow. That's what happened.
What's all that about?
Oh God! These fools. They
Touch
on one.
me in the
today.
ass.
They on one. I don't play
Really?
that. I don't play that.
Oh.
You want me to put the dildo up your ass?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a little aggressive.
Yeah, really. So it's just little things. I think because it seems like gay men can tell.
They can tell.
Gay men can tell
Yeah.
if
I
a
guess.
guy's gay. It just seems like they know. They have a gaydar. I was told that's what it is.
I heard that word, but are we giving it what its true name is? Because do you know the definition of homo?
No, what is
Homo is the same. That's why you get homosexual.
okay?
Homo is same. So that's what it is. Gay used to be a happy word. That was happy.
Yeah.
So how did they take that word?
No, they taking whatever they want.
That's what I'm. And they get
their
the
word.
rainbow.
They just you can't criticize them, talk about them.
Right.
You
Oh,
can't.
yeah, you can't,
You will
speak
never
that.
win that
in that battle.
Yeah.
That battle.
So we should just go ahead and skip this topic. But I
Why?
think
Because it's a matter of you deciding to stay friends with.
Correct. Yeah.
Once you find out your friend of like your childhood friend
I'm sure some people have
has
dealt
been
with that.
been revealed that they gay. Do you stay? My thing would be
Well,
is like, as long as it doesn't infringe on my.
now
know.
Jeff Jeff said something very funny, but it was a little sick. When I was discussing the topic with him, he
Correct.
said, "Well, what would happen if your boy just had a total sex change, and he was good looking? Would you hit it?"
And you came back with what?
No, I was like, no, but it was just the fact that his brain could go there and think of that was funny in itself.
It's like, she came over and she was like, it was like, I look at you different now. It's like, whoa.
But that has happened. You got to think that's happened with the Bruce.
It's probably happened and you didn't know it.
I'm saying Bruce and Kylie situation. I'm sure that's happened.
Bruce who?
Bruce Jenner.
Oh,
Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Bruce Jenner does not look good as Caitlyn.
But I'm saying that some people knew him on the Bruce side, and then later on in life they run
He
into
still
him.
looks like Bruce.
Right.
He hasn't had this, he hasn't completed the operation though. Because he says he still likes women.
Right. And he got Woman of the Year. How do you handle that?
He should have got half Woman of the Year.
Right. So he said he still likes, sexually, he still likes to perform as a man with a woman. So
So how do you stay friends with somebody like that?
my thing would be like, you know what? If you chose that lifestyle, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I'll support you and all that.
Right,
long as
but
it doesn't infringe on me.
Okay, so
as long as you don't come to me.
In supporting it, do you? Okay, do you
I'm
still
not
go
going-
play ball with him?
If he's still balling, I mean,
If he can ball, all
If
right.
he can ball it ain't affect. I mean, look,
If he make a good shot, do you still hit him on the butt? Good shot. I mean,
no, tap on him on the shoulder or something.
I mean,
Well, you're never supposed to hit on the butt. You're supposed to just hit on the side.
yeah.
Tap on the side.
What I just things. Okay, first of all, it's gonna be different.
Right.
What
we
that
can
he
say-
came out and he told you?
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna look at him differently.
Right.
You're gonna.
But what if you just come out and just fuck with him and just say, you know what? I ain't surprised. I knew all along.
Yeah, but
I think
I could tell-
that's
the
the
thing
first.
is, you're not going to lose sleep over it.
No.
You're not going to lose sleep
I
over
mean,
I'm
I'm not
still
going. I'm not going to end my friendship with him.
it. Right.
I'm not going to be like, okay, cool, dude. It's like that's you. I come to your birthday. You know, if you're having a birthday party, I come to that. You know, as far as hanging out with you, nah. It's like, you know.
Now you're not gonna. So if he has a party, you're not gonna go to his party and hang out with it and meet his new friend. Are you gonna, you know?
What's up?
What's up?
I mean,
Wow, he said that like you're not even on his show. Most people are like, well, how you doing, my friend? You know.
Hilarious.
so
Well, maybe Mad Marv might have an opinion on that.
Bands.
You
That's
know?
my opinion.
No, our question is, Mad Marv, if you had a friend and that you grew up with, and
First
then all of a
I don't
sudden,
have no friends.
First of all,
your imaginary friend,
All right.
and then you
Same.
found out he was gay, would you still be able to interact with him?
Yeah, I can interact with somebody that was gay because look here, I don't want him to have anything against me, and I damn sure ain't gonna have nothing against him.
that
You
part.
understand?
yeah.
All right,
That's
cool.
what it is. Look here. You can do whatever you want to do. I know what I'm gonna do, and you're gonna do whatever I want to do. Now, sometimes in certain situations,
Oh wow.
I'll act like the ugly broad.
Flip
All
it
right,
up.
we understand why your show
Like,
doesn't
he try
have
to
many
finesse
listeners.
me.
Thank you very
Hold
much.
up. Look here. He try to finesse me. You can tell when he's
Hysterical.
trying to finesse you, right? I be like, oh yeah, but what kind of bread you talking about? And
That
I'm playing
part.
like the ugly bread. Well, yeah, you know, I want the Rooster Chris. And I need this this bread over here. Put in the account.
Are you
And
following?
you're like, oh, look here, hold up. Then he goes like, oh yeah. So what's up with the sex? I'm like, look here, you know what? I really don't like the way you treat me though.
Okay, I'm following
Like
him.
at the
Okay,
break.
so he would take
So
money
as
from
I
his
said
friend.
before, the answer to the question you asked me was the solution to the problem I said at the first. Bread.
It's all about the money.
Bands.
All right. Well,
So that's Mad Marv.
is that how your show goes
Man.
on Tuesdays?
There's got another one, Farouk. He all about the Egyptians and the black women and the man. Yeah, this is what I have to deal with.
Okay.
Oh wow, bless your heart.
Really, man. Wow.
Yeah.
I think, like, okay, example. If one of my boys, Fat Paul, Peanut, or Boogie, came out, I think I'd have a lot of questions for him.
For what? What do you?
Well,
do?
like,
Are
when did
gonna-
you know? Did you, when we were growing up?
Did you try to kiss me?
No, but
You say you got a lot of questions.
well, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I had
that's
a
your
friend. I had a friend in junior college. I mean, he was gay, and we were cool. He was a hell of a basketball player. He was cool.
Did you know he was gay?
Yeah, he didn't hide it or anything. He was cool with it. Me and him was cool. I mean, I never discriminated against him.
How did he not hide it?
He just because you knew because he was attracted to guys, and he was like, "Yo, I like that guy."
Now you
And he had a white boyfriend in junior college.
See, so you dealt
So
with it
I mean,
there.
and I was just like, I'm cool with you. I mean, I like your sister.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was like,
They gonna cherry it off.
yeah. So I mean, but I was cool with it though. I mean, your lifestyle doesn't affect my lifestyle.
Correct.
So I'm not gonna stop being friends with you.
Yeah, that Code 3 felt that way. She felt that, you still would be friends.
Yeah. What is there to gain? If you know.
No, we walk down the street and there's 2 bars. You want to go left? Cool. I'm going right. And I'm good with that.
That's cool.
You know,
I'm
so-
Lewis Dix.
TDP.
I'm Jeff Arnold.
And if you're somebody's friend, you should be their friend, and because they might need a friend because their family might not take it well, and
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole nother saga.
But the
family?
But dealing with the family, yeah.
Yeah, family is 323-293.
Oh what?
Hey, 3375.
And we was raised old school about that, so
Our parents were they
Yeah.
they just didn't.
they didn't accept it. It wasn't. It was. It
Right.
wasn't.
But I'm saying it was still before you. So
Yeah.
if you go with your founding fathers, you think George Washington with a wig and a ruffled shirt and some
Yeah, they
pants,
had. Our phone is ringing. You might want to answer it. Our producer's
that might
I mean, she's letting it go to voicemail. We only get
Oh,
2
wow.
calls per show.
His ex calling.
not hilarious.
Hey, caller. She just pushed the caller. No.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Dwight Kirkpatrick in Cali.
Hey, how you doing,
DK.
Dwight?
What's up?
Thank you for calling.
Man, it's not a problem with that, man. But I was just listening. You guys talk about the whole accepting of homosexuality and all that stuff. And
You said it like that, like he's a Christian.
Accepting.
Yeah. All the homosexuality and like that,
Okay.
Well, no. You know what? Like if I had a homeboy wherever he came out, that's his business. It wouldn't bother me none. I would still hang out with the motherfucker. But when you start trying to impose, and I use that word, impose his fucking beliefs or his thought process on me and mine,
Right.
that's where I have a problem.
Okay.
Would you let him take your son fishing?
Yeah. I mean, if he's like my close homeboy, we'll all go fishing. I mean, I wouldn't let any people take my son fishing by themselves. That's just like a red flag right there. I would have to be with him.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where it starts.
Yeah, but no, what I was saying as far as there's been times when like you watch television and you see all these commercials like one out of every 5 kids happen to be homosexual or whatever. It's like they're trying to force people to actually accept that.
Oh, okay.
And it even gets to the point where, like, if you were to say something not even negative, just like a joke, you can call them a fag or whatever. It's a joke. Oh, it's a fag, whatever. Somebody would take offense to that, and then you could, like, lose your job or whatever. Just because someone takes offense to that. But then, you could they could walk around and talk all kinds of crap about, being straight or whatever. You see them walking down the street kissing, and you're like, yo, don't be kissing in front of my kids.
Oh, okay.
But then, I mean, like slobbing down, that disrespectful type kissing. I mean, I wouldn't even have straight people do that in front of my kids. But, it's okay for them doing that. If I bring it up, it's like I'm bashing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, you're not going to win. They are on a...
Yeah, it's a...
You're not going to win that, man.
I mean,
it's a new world.
They're on every television show now.
The gay character is the new black character.
Right.
The
truth is like Ebola right now.
It has to be one token, gay or homosexual person in every group, supposedly.
Right. And I'm all for them, having rights and living their lives, and that's great because you never know, with your children, you don't know which way they're gonna go, and
right.
And you can't.
Well, let me.
Never gonna know when you need CPR.
When you said you're all about them having rights, I don't look at it as them having rights because everybody has rights. It's their choice. If they want to defend whatever choice of their lifestyle, that's on them. But they can't come out and say, hey, we want equal rights. We want this, we want that. And then they try and compare their struggle to our struggle, the black struggle.
Yeah,
the civil rights struggle.
We had to fight for our rights. We had my ancestors or family members who may still be alive had to fight, to march and all that stuff. Whereas you got a couple of homosexual people in power, that happen to pull out their muscles, say, you want to disrespect us? We'll make sure you don't work again. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're trying to compare it to having rights. It's not right. It's just a choice, and I'm not against their choice, but I am against them trying to force their choice of a lifestyle on them.
Well, in all fairness, they've been fighting for a long time, though. Because you do Google.
Homosexual folks?
Yeah, I mean, this is the New York Gay Parade, started in 1968. So, I mean.
But even when you talk about civil rights, they had an allegedly homosexual man who put the whole situation together.
Yeah, so
he was in the clique back then. So where do you draw the line? Because without him, you don't get that type of help.
Hey man, I'm
as a friend.
It's like a thin line, like I said, and I just stand on that. I'm cool with your lifestyle.
Right.
That's your lifestyle. You made that choice. So don't impose it. Like you say, DK, is like when you start imposing your beliefs and you trying to get me to, convert. No, that is like, no, man.
And that's where there's a problem.
Yeah, so it's like you stay over there, do you, and let me stay in my lane.
Well, I agree. Yeah. Hey, how's the family, DK?
Man, right now I'm at the house by myself. My wife took my son and his friends. Yeah, man, my wife took my son and his friends to go hunting for Pokemon at a damn park.
Oh wow! Why you didn't go?
I'm not hunting no goddamn Pokemon.
Now it's nighttime. Did they go at night?
Yeah. Out here, the park is like, it's like a real nice park. And shit. You got people walking and doing kinds of shit like 12 at night. So.
And it's a Pokemon park? Is that what it's known for?
No. It's just like a park on a major street where people hunt Pokemon or do whatever the hell they do in peace.
So it's a bunch of kids out there and adults looking for Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he's gonna come. How old is your son?
He's 11.
Oh yeah, he's gay, man.
Now,
He's
DK,
gay.
do this
He's
for
gay.
me. Do this
He's
for me,
gay, man. No,
DK.
Wait, what?
He's gay, man. He's gay.
Stop it, LD.
I'm just joking.
No, stop.
Hey, little kid, come over here.
When your
Come
wife
back
comes
over here.
home and you put the kids to sleep, and your wife come and run with her phone and tell her you got this dicky man for her.
Yeah, I found.
You know what, Teeder? I'm gonna take that advice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, if she can go take the son to look for it, you might.
Right, you about to find this one when you get home.
Hey, honey, I found one. That's great, man. Well, good.
Dick over here.
Gives you some time to, sit back, have a drink, and enjoy your time. And what are you doing for you? How long are they going to be gone?
Shit, they'll probably come back about a half hour.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Find a couple.
they're never gone long
Yeah,
enough.
they're not dedicated.
Yeah, they're not.
To clear the history of the computer.
Well, good.
Right, you say, Jeff?
Did you go ahead?
I
Jeff.
said that's enough to clear the history in your computer, wipe the cookies
Oh,
out.
really?
No. Did you have a good week, my man?
Well, you know how it is, man. When you work, you come home, you got to make sure you take care of your responsibilities, and then you, rest and repeat, So my day off don't really start till tomorrow, so.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
Well, listen, we're a week away from college football, and then 2 weeks from pro football. So
Well, it started tonight, though.
what?
California and Hawaii.
You know that?
I'm talking about real football.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding.
Marshawn Lynch was in the house. Beast mode.
Hey, listen, much respect, DK, as always. Thanks for the
Apollo
call,
legend.
man.
All right, y'all. I appreciate it.
All right,
Yeah.
peace. So, I like him. He seems like an honest man.
Yeah, it's a family man.
Yeah, he seems an honest man, and I mean, it's so many good men that a lot of people don't know about. They think all brothers are bad men, but
That's what the major networks will give you.
Yeah.
they give you that.
He's a nice guy. He works hard, and he loves his family. And that's good. That's all. And it's tough raising a family.
It's a tough road.
Hey man, it's not easy. Are you done with everything?
Taking business.
Well, yeah, she handled her business.
Yes.
Yes, the African sister,
Hilarious.
the light-skinned African sister.
She's Jamaican mom.
She missed canoe. That's why she walking around all.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. She doesn't have that pep in her step.
You ever get those days where you
With
miss
Code
it,
3?
you miss it?
It's been a good 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been seeing her. Yeah, I know
Oh,
how you
wow.
feel.
She's trying to get down the
You know,
airways.
it's interesting because you
You becoming whipped?
No, he's not
no,
whipped.
I'm not whipped. No, I'm
Sure?
He's spinning.
No, I'm
Gotta
not.
Is,
go
in
in
every
a
situation
circle.
that a guy likes a girl, they gotta be whipped. Is that always
Right, tell him, girl. It's just,
Yes.
it's just that
Why can't it be there connecting as men and women should,
as a grown
as nature has it?
as a she's a grown up woman,
That's a
and
nice
I
t-shirt.
enjoy her company as and I've been waiting for this.
Right,
It's not something that it's been a good
And you
almost
deserve it.
8-9 years.
You deserve it.
So I'm due this,
Ooh.
and
You do,
and
yeah, as long as you know you deserve it and appreciate it.
All right,
and I know I'm good for her.
Yeah.
See, that's one of the main things people don't realize with men or with when you know you're good for a person and you look forward to making them happy.
The combo.
That selfless thing of that would be our challenge, allowing each other to make each other happy.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, it's not natural. You think you got to have some kind of strife and whatever and
Turmoil.
All right, man. Good luck.
see, there you go. See,
Yeah, that was kind of negative.
yeah, it was.
Nah, I mean, I just,
wow, you
I made that
backpedaled.
call in like 2-3 years. Like, hey, man, what does this mean when somebody knock on your door?
So do you not believe that you'll fall in love again one day? Or you were never in love? Have you ever been in love?
Wow.
Great question. Great question.
Because he didn't love his wife. So
Yeah, of course I've been in love, yeah. I'm not opposed to being in love. I mean, I
So
just
what's the
haven't found-
block right now? What's why you? Because I know about that wall being up.
Yeah.
No, there's no block. It's just that, there's no one there right now. I mean, the woman that I was in love with, I mean, she hurt, tremendously. So I'm overcoming that. So, but right now.
And how long ago was that she hurt you?
Couple of years.
Okay, it's still fresh, huh?
Yeah. So, I mean, so I'm just going through
Now,
the process.
could she come back? Yeah,
That was a rough one.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that as a no.
it's like,
What would she have to do to get back?
She got ship shape.
Man,
What would
That's
be
a whole lot.
what would be a
Shape
couple
it up.
steps? What would she have to do? Because I totally understand that. What would she have to do?
there's like the communication, the trust. They have to rebuild the trust.
Is it worth it?
That's what I'm saying. At this
worth
point,
it.
so because once the trust is gone, it's gone, and it's hard after that. So,
But would it be? She would have to turn everything over to you, or
Like you said, probation.
right?
yeah,
I
but
like that word.
Yeah, but like you said, but how long does the probation period last?
Yeah,
though?
that's what I want to know.
It's like, at some point you got to be like, okay, I got to take her off probation, or she got to take me off
You
probation.
gotta let her loose.
I think it's a. I
let
think,
each other loose.
I think that's a choice for you as the person saying, I'm done thinking about the past. I'm going to look forward.
But once that trust is there and is built up, it's the littlest thing that can just knock it down again.
Right, and that's when
If you let it.
and that's when you have to realize that
If you let it.
you have to trust your love and say, you know what? Everybody's going to fall short, and if it comes around
but
again,
that already happened. If you get reunited,
Yeah.
that's already happened.
you just got to find.
It's like basically like how many chances do you give a crackhead?
How many?
How many chances do you say, enough is enough?
How many?
You can't come knocking on my door for $10
Yeah,
no
you're
more.
right, man. Love is tough.
You
It is
can't,
tough. It is
yeah.
tough because love will make you lie to yourself,
Yes.
Right.
and
And make you believe shit that that's not possible.
So you
Right.
don't want that love and the
Man, fuck some love. Just for some suck ass niggas. She'll get some money.
I'm a sucker for your love right now.
No, well, I won't say love. I would
We
say
have a call,
hilarious.
but
I
our
would say,
producer is out.
Have you been in love?
of course,
Oh, okay.
been in love with my motherfucking self.
And ain't had a problem since.
Hey, caller, keep calling. She's on her way.
Really, LD?
Really, that's just like, how you gonna leave the
No.
booth and we got a call?
But no, I'm happy for you though, bro.
323-293-3375. But don't call for 2 minutes until our producer comes.
Oh wow!
They
Someone
calling
gonna go
up.
answer the phone. I'll go answer the phone.
Now the phones are blowing up.
Really gonna do that?
I'm gonna go
Gotta
answer
take the
phone.
headphones off.
I love history.
Yeah. You know how to work the phone lines?
No, but I'm gonna answer.
Yeah, we're in the man's world. Sometimes we gotta do it ourselves.
Self, yeah.
you know, so
Self-sufficient. Here she comes.
let's go. Oh, it's too late now.
Yo.
It's too late.
She threw her hands up. She like, hold on.
Hilarious.
Chris from Connecticut.
CC.
Chris from Connecticut.
Well, he's not on yet.
It's the fireman, right?
Yeah, he does children's books as well.
Hey, Chris from Connecticut.
And Apollo legend.
Hey, what's up, on?
Hey, you sound different when you actually talk to you on the phone. Because I went and answered the phone.
What's up, Chris?
I was good, just listening, enjoying the show. It's
Hey,
a
man.
lot better than listening to Speedy's stories about when he used to be funny.
Oh,
Hey man,
wow.
I was earlier when we had the discussion last
Wow,
week
Chris.
about you with the fire, because you're the fireman, right, bro?
Yes, not yes.
Okay, I was thinking about you, man.
Oh, wow.
And there's like,
Oh,
fuck
what?
that getting in the back, man, with that picture. Get in the front, man.
No.
Oh yeah, I'm of course.
Yeah, get in the front, man. Don't let your boss or your supervisor tell you, this how it is. You got to do this, man. Fuck that shit.
Are,
Oh,
are you,
wow.
Wait, are you light skin or dark skin?
I'm done.
I don't put can.
I'm a dark-skinned brother.
Well, then doesn't matter. You're gonna stand out anyway. Just stand anywhere in the picture. People will find you. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm used to it. People just
All right,
people
player.
think ignorance is a bad thing, but like
Yes.
what we got to understand is that people are, from my take on what I got from is that some people, they're literally like conditioned to hate a certain type of person until they meet that type of person. So it's
Yeah, but I bet you, if a fire's on their behind, they'll jump in your arms.
Yeah, Chris, I got a question.
Of course.
Do you know?
Yes.
Do you know a gay fireman? Is there like? Is that
Yo,
known?
to be honest with you, like it's like the perception and the picture of the average American gay man is like, you think flamboyant and,
Right.
and
Right.
glitter and all that stuff, but it's really like they got. I know police officers and firefighters that you would think, even Marines, that's macho dudes that you wouldn't even second guess were gay people, and it's like it's
Yeah.
my take on the gay thing is like is I think the last caller was talking about this too. Like some people take it to like just comparing it to civil rights is they shouldn't compare it to any other. That's like comparing, I don't know, the Holocaust to 9/11. You can't compare, gay people to.
They all experience fire.
People, us that are like still struggling. So like to answer your question, it's people that's you would never guess that are gay that are actually gay, and people that's flamboyant that's straight. So it's. I know 2 gay firefighters. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good. Now, how do they when they use their hose? How does it go?
They
Squirt. Foam.
Stop, fire! Stop!
Be gone.
You're burning my scarf.
They spit at it there.
They might get the address wrong because they don't think straight.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's a good fireman jump.
Really? So
They're not in your platoon, are they?
Hysterical.
how was your week, Chris?
My week, it was shit.
Wow.
That bad, huh?
Honestly, it was bad. It was good and it was bad. It was like me personally, it's bad, but like my I enjoyed my son's school had a skate party.
Oh, wow.
So I had fun doing that. So, but it's like now it's like I found myself getting like real bored with stuff time to time. Like honestly, like firefighting is like becoming boring now.
Go set some fires.
Wow.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Hey, Chris.
It's the politics with it. The politics. The job itself that's probably one of the greatest jobs in the world, but it's so many politics with it that it gets to a point where it's not worth
Now, are you in the
it.
city of Connecticut?
Say it again?
Are you in the city of Connecticut? Or
No, I don't even live in Connecticut no more.
Yeah, he's in Florida now.
I'm in Florida now.
okay, what part of Florida?
In Coconut Creek.
Okay, now how many black firemen are down there?
Like 6. Coconut Creek is like not necessarily.
Y'all ain't got enough for a softball team.
Don't mess around and get fired, Chris.
It's not. It's not really.
No, I got one more question. Chris. Like,
Yes,
I know y'all got a camaraderie in the kitchen. So, do some nights you cook?
Yes, I do. I'm actually.
Do they eat your cooking? Chicken again?
Chicken.
Fried chicken? God damn.
Oh, those greens got my stomach rolling.
Now,
But it's I'm from a Caribbean descent, so I know how to make Caribbean food.
Oh.
But
You making curry goat?
I actually do. Sometimes I do.
Okay.
Now, hey, Chris, I'm interested in knowing. Do you guys have different
Money?
different recruits? Because I understand. Because Code 3 was the shower recruit.
Oh, she's a freak.
Well, that's different. That's more of I don't know if that's a joke or a serious question. I'm just going to
No, serious question. Serious question.
But because it wasn't funny. But
Damn,
that hurt.
because on the East Coast, their system is more like that, where they do codes and recruits and stuff. But places like California, Florida, and Texas, like the whole firefighting field is completely different.
Right.
Because those places, to be honest, they don't necessarily, like Florida doesn't get a lot. They get more paramedic issues than they do fire.
Mm-hmm.
But places like California, you guys get wildfires, which is a completely different ball game than structural fires.
Yeah.
Because so the requirement, it's actually easier to become a firefighter in California than it is Florida, because again, you guys get wildfires, and a wildfire is technically a living thing because it moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
But before I go, I have a question for Jeff Arnold. Do you use soft bristle or hard bristle wave brushes?
When I had hair, I used the soft bristles
You
player.
had.
When I had the hair player.
See, the people were paying attention to you. They noticed. They
Yeah,
care.
So when I had the the nice wavy hair, it was soft bristles.
With the leather wave cap.
And how's your baby girl?
Oh, he hung up.
He hung up. Well, he really wanted to know that answer, huh?
Right.
He asked that question.
He gonna brush his hair now.
That's good.
That's
Chris
detailed.
that's 2 strong men. So he has a son and a daughter.
Right.
His son's playing football.
Yeah,
Should
he's
be
playing
in football season now.
Pop Warner.
So getting smacked. He was a wide
man,
receiver.
his son, the quarterback and the wide receiver.
Yeah, so
yeah. Okay.
He's dancing around people.
Cool.
Hey, listen, I'm Lewis Dix,
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
323
For what?
293-3375. Listen, well, that was a good topic. It is now time for, if she looked down the thing, she'd notice that it's time for, but she would play that music.
Well, I had Mad Marv. He's
Yeah, I like how
I
he
had to
just,
deal with that.
okay, as long as you dealt with it. Mad Marv looks.
It's inebriated.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
He looked a little weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little saucy.
Yeah,
Oh, so he drinks?
man,
Really?
heavily.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not a drinker, so I
He's
don't.
still here.
Oh, is he still here? Well, it doesn't matter. He can't do nothing. I mean,
Oh,
you know.
wow. Really?
So I was wondering where that came from, that energy. So that's that energy. That's the alcohol energy. Okay, all right. So, okay, go ahead. It's
I'm pulling it up.
okay.
Same thing she said.
I'm pulling it. Oh man, my energy. I haven't eaten. That's my problem. It's now time for Teeter's Sports Ticker.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Teeter's Sports Ticker.
lend me your ears.
I come to Barry season not to praise him.
You gonna start my song slow again? Teeter Sports Ticker.
My man.
Yo, my man.
I love that. What's up? What's going on in sports?
In news, I want to take it back to the integration period. The Los Angeles Lakers of 1948
Whoa.
lost to the Harlem Globetrotters. That's what sparked integration in basketball by that
Wow.
game.
So the
Yeah,
Harlem
19.
Globetrotters had black players.
Yes, they were all black at the time. And there's a classic story of two teams down in Texas before integration. It was a white school, and school where the brothers was at, and they had a legendary game in one of the hottest gyms in Texas, and the brothers put it on them. And this is another situation with that. So that's why now we have these pro athletes who have the courage to speak out now because of that game back in 1948.
Good for them.
Yeah.
That's in sports. And in my Steelers, Big Ben, he looked good against them Saints. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got to. Why you rolling your eyes? We got to win.
Hey man, good for y'all. Y'all.
We got to win.
And by the way, I found out the third game of the season we play you guys.
That's when it counts.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
That's
That's
when it
right.
counts.
That's right.
How y'all looking this year?
We look good compared to the Bears. So
In
Well, we
Teeder
got-
Sports Ticket, you have Sam Bradford. That was the ex-quarterback from the Rams who is now no longer St. Louis. They're in Los Angeles.
right.
And they have a training camp that was down in Irvine. And
But he's with the Chiefs now, right? Sam Bradford.
No, he's with you guys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's
with
with the
Philly.
Eagles. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
he's with the Eagles now.
Right.
So.
Nick Foles is with the Chiefs.
Correct. So now you got a real quarterback that could probably get in there and swing the ball in the snow because Sam Bradford, he's been banged up, but now he's
Sound like on
going
a running
outside.
game,
He's
though.
not he's not on turf anymore. So
Okay.
And they got a running game though.
And Tony Romo got hurt.
Tony Romo got hurt in the backup situation. We had this in history
Dak
where
Prescott.
Drew Bledsoe went down and Tom Brady stepped in and they did all right.
Right.
So these type of things happen. So maybe this might be a break for
But Tony Romo, he wanted to come back.
Dallas Cowboys.
He wanted to come back in the game. He said he was okay.
Well,
but-
he
but
has
that-
broken bones. His shoulder is.
His collarbone was,
It's- yeah.
broken in the same spot twice.
So the thing is, do they want to keep paying him if this new boy comes in and
Dak looked good last night.
Yeah, that boy
good.
can play. That boy
so
can play.
his main thing is hand the ball a few times to get the ball to Dez, and you got Wheaton. So if he can make that happen, they deserve a good quarterback.
Now you got a good running game.
Yeah, the running back. I'm not a Cowboy fan, so
I know you're not. But I want to go to the Browns with Hugh Jackson and Josh Gordon, wide receiver, serving a suspension.
In 4 games though.
He's one of the top wide receivers in the game, and then they got RG3 over there right now. But
Would you trade Josh or would you keep him?
that was to be said that they wanted to trade him
Right.
because they wanted to get somebody who was going to be there.
Yeah.
But that dude had a hell of a catch the other night, so he is a force to be reckoned with.
I mean, he talented, but he likes to get high though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's been the whole thing with him. And in tennis, Novak Djokovic is ranked number 1.
Took your time on that one, but go ahead.
Got it. And, LA Dodgers, we're in first place, playing those Chicago.
So did you guys?
We was the first to win
I don't wanna hear
80 games, baby.
Excuse me, your record is 81-45.
That's
Yes,
okay,
you are
though.
in our first place.
Yes,
you
yes.
are as well.
This
I
our
will-
year. This our year.
And they're playing the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine.
When the Chicago is when?
They're in town.
Oh, because they just played San Francisco, right?
Yes.
Well, we should go see it.
Yeah, they're both in first place.
If this was like, I mean, if we were like, yeah, it'd be nice if we get a hookup and
Sports credentials.
yeah, and we can go cover it for Morris Media.
For what?
So that's cool.
Okay, and in NASCAR Sprint Cup, Brad Keselowski, he's in first place. My boy Dale Earnhardt Jr. is 23rd place.
Okay.
Follow the NASCAR. And shout out to the Olympics is over. Everybody got home safe except, Lochte, and you told the story last week. But Stevenson Hernandez, 19-year-old silver medalist in the Olympic Games, is having a parade in Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So some people didn't catch some of the events that happened on the Olympic coverage because it was so sporadic because it was starting at different times. So I just wanted to give him a shout out because I did see his match. And, young kid out of Jersey just trying to, find his dream.
And what sport was he in?
Boxing.
Okay. Well, the girl won her second gold.
Yep.
Correct.
Shields.
Out of Michigan.
She's going to be on the Wheaties box.
That's good.
Well, good. Is that...
And the gymnastics.
Dude, I'm just kidding. I can't snore like him, but go ahead.
And in gymnastic news, the girls are doing all right. And since the Olympics are over, they had a closing ceremony, and the flag goes on to Tokyo.
Yep.
So it'll be in Tokyo in the next 4 years. And greatest Olympic athletes of the games will be Usain Bolt on land and Michael Phelps in the water.
He got caught though.
So who the flag you say goes from Rio to
Tokyo.
where does it stand? Where does it sit?
That's with the president. And the president holds on until they get ready for the unveiling in 4 years for the Tokyo Games.
So he can't lose it or anything.
You can't lose it or nothing. They got to put it on. So that's a part of the closing ceremony that the hosting country that is next will carry the flag.
Yep.
All right. Anything else? Because this was the worst sports segment ever.
Well, it's
Horrible. It was just horrible.
Usain Bolt got caught over there cheating.
Just no rhythm. Just Lord have mercy.
Really?
Yes, it was bad, man.
Wow.
I mean, gosh.
Usain Bolt, yes, who is to be married, was caught in some pictures, but they say he's one. That's why he's one of the top athletes because he stays there the whole time. He signs autographs. He takes pictures. He does the whole nine. When other athletes don't do that. So, yes, he's going to have some pictures out there that is not going to be looking well, but he still will get married to.
No, he hit that night. She was in the bed.
I'm an Olympic. I'm the fastest man in the world. What
Yes.
you want me to do?
Yeah. And she took an Instagram picture.
Yeah.
Posted it.
But what you want me to do? I'm the fastest man.
I don't know who that is. Am I
Word.
dead?
I apologize, our listeners. Could you play his music? Because that was the worst sports.
Wow.
Teeder sports tickler.
That's what it was.
That's how it made you feel?
Yes, it was just
That's not nice.
It's in a man's world.
He didn't.
It was horrible. I'm sorry. I would
Well,
have
they're
changed
saying
it.
in the chat room that the topics of the show tonight are terrible.
Who said that?
Couple people.
Well, okay. So, all right. Well, I agree with
Because it
them.
makes them feel
Teeder
uncomfortable.
Sports ticker.
Thank you, Teeder.
No, that was great. They said our show had bad topics. Well, they're going to hate this one that's coming up.
All right.
So it's...
You going for it?
Why not? They don't like it. Let's just make them really...
We're already...
Yeah. They're in the chat room talking about it. So they...
Hilarious.
Dating younger chicks.
Dating younger chicks.
And
Wow.
I didn't say chicks when I texted to you. You just added chicks.
What did you want it
You
to
didn't
be?
have to say it.
No, I'm just saying.
What did you want that word to be?
I said dating younger women.
Oh, women.
Chicks. That's
Sexism.
Chicks is young. That's like teenagers,
And
right?
it is
Chicks.
Women's Equality Day.
Oh, it is?
Oh, she put it on you, huh?
Pros and cons. She's so professional.
Fact Frida.
Things in common, music, conversation, etc. So she makes it
Pros
sound
and
better.
cons.
I'm more generic. So basically, it was how old. Can an old guy? How old? What's the youngest you should date? What's the age difference? What are you okay with? And it kind of sparked it because, R. Kelly with the 19-year-old,
49 and
that's
19.
30 years. I mean, my philosophy is I'm not going to date anyone that could be my daughter.
Okay.
Okay, that's that means I'm not going to hit anybody under 40.
Okay.
Even though some of them girls look good or whatever. I'm not
Really?
they're just too young. I mean, what about you? Do you
No.
have an age?
Oh.
Yeah, I like
Cut
to date. Well, actually, I like to date close to my age. I do.
What about you?
Yeah, same.
Poetess?
I like to date close to my age.
Have you ever been? What's the youngest guy you've been with? What's the age difference?
19.
And what was it like?
It was wonderful.
I've always dated guys in my age group.
Have you ever dated an older guy?
Yes.
How much older was he?
7 years.
Yeah, right.
That guy we met was at least 30 years older than you. I'm just kidding.
What about the guy that
guy?
picked you up at the when you was at the boat with your girl? The one that came and got you.
I don't remember. I wasn't dating that
I
person.
know, but I want to say him.
I've dated guys like 7 years older than me.
Okay. How was
You dated
that?
older?
I was always mature for
Oh.
my age, so I didn't feel any,
Separation.
too much separation on that.
Did you put it on him? Did he go to sleep fast?
Really? Did you?
I don't know.
You
He said,
remember?
"Did you?" But on the topic that I put in the outline, when you are dating or decide to date younger, what do you really have in common? What kind of conversations do you have? Do you listen to the same music? Why do some older men prefer to date younger women? Is it because they can control them, or they're,
The one phrase I think
It's Viagra.
One phrase I think older men
Tighter.
say to younger women all the time is,
Cialis.
"Did you come?"
What?
Because that's your main thing. Did you make her have an orgasm? I don't.
You have a problem with that?
I don't. I can even if I'm not dating them, I have problems with some of the conversations that I have with young people
Right.
because
There's a gap there.
They think they know everything.
They do. They got a smartphone.
They don't know anything. They just
I mean, also now you take them out. I mean, even when you go out, you see them. Like even when I took my son and his girlfriend out, I mean, they both sitting there and they both on their phone, and I'm just sitting there watching them. Like, do you all ever talk to each other?
For what? I could text them.
So
I
the
mean,
girl's too young if she's taking pictures of her food. And I've seen guys with young girls and they love it. It makes them feel like they're young.
Invigorating.
I mean, the guy Spike, he's always with young girls.
Yeah, I mean, I seen
But
my
they
homies
look-
back in Chicago. I mean, they my age. Like my homie, he just got a divorce. Now he's dating. He's 55. He's dating a 24-year-old.
Oh, wow.
That's 31 years. I
You
mean,
know?
what? That's like that's a kid, man.
They couldn't have nothing in common?
And he's got daughters older than that, though.
Oh, wow.
So
What
I
could
mean,
they have in common?
Well, they might like checkers.
I mean, like my question I posed to him, he's like,
SpongeBob.
she makes me feel young. I'm up and I'm
Vibrant.
and I'm doing things with her.
She's his medicine.
So yeah.
I think it takes away. It's unfair to the young girl, the young person, because they have a life to live.
Maybe they don't. They've tried it already.
Yeah, you get some young girls that tell you that, these young boys, I'm a lot maturer than these young boys.
Right.
They
Just
can't
like you
handle me.
said.
Mentally, I'm, they're
Way
not on the
advanced.
they're not on the same level as me.
I think if a man is able to say that a young girl that they have a lot in common, then he's mentally weak.
Okay.
In
An
that
older
respect.
man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's mentally and vice versa. If it's an older woman with a young guy, then she's mentally weak. She can't deal with the
But
person
how
her
young?
age.
Like, what's the age?
I think the gap is if it's 15 years plus.
That's too much.
Yes.
Okay.
So you think R. Kelly walk in with the 19-year-old hand in hand? That looks ridiculous?
I mean, we already know it's ridiculous. It's just, but I mean, if
Yeah,
you could,
because she could probably pass for his daughter.
I mean, it's listen, but people said that
They're in love.
Hugh Hefner's 80 something, whatever, and he's
Right.
been with girls young and all that. But
Well, no, his whole motto was, once they turn 25, they too old for me.
Hugh Hefner,
Yeah.
But see, we all know,
He's like, once they turn 25, and that's a lot of Europeans' mentality
right?
now.
Because brown people think differently.
Yeah, he's like Europeans, like, that's why white women, they go to the, the breasts and all of that, the Botox, because white women, once they feel that they hit that age 50, they're not desirable anymore, and their husbands don't want them.
Yeah, they're shunned.
Yeah, and white men like, well, I want a younger one, somebody younger.
So the old wife goes and gets her breast done, her butt done, but that neck looks old.
Yeah, the goose neck.
The rubber neck.
That neck. Oh, and the kneecaps. Certain things you can't help.
The Sharpay.
Kneecap, elbow, the neck, and
As you say in your joke, ankles.
yeah, just certain things just look old, but for each his own. Nowadays,
Sure.
well, nowadays is people say right away, whatever makes me happy, I'm doing me.
Yeah.
And who
I've
are
heard
you?
that.
And who are you to say that I can't be happy? You don't know me. People got a reason, and that's why we all got to stay in our lane. If that works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Stay in your lane. Stop judging other people. Stop
But that's
getting in their
social
business.
media. How you gonna turn that off?
Yeah, I mean, like I talked to my man, he like, I'm like, you happy? He like, man, this is the happiest I've been in a long time. I'm like, with a 24-year-old? He like, yeah, man. She can cook.
Invigorating.
She does everything. She got a job, and I'm like, okay.
It's a soulmate.
Good with that? He's
Some
like,
women are mature. I dated older
You dated older what? Women?
men.
Oh,
Them too.
Never dated women.
I never dated men. I'm with you. We're on the same page.
It was just a fling.
You know what? She said
One night stand.
She said which was a cut, and then you hit it back. Y'all just so mean.
Just asking.
No, I like my age. I like my code threes at a good age. We laugh at the same thing.
Yeah,
Right.
I got to be able to relate.
Yeah, same music and say, do you remember this? And
and she could dance with you.
that's right. She can dance.
Young
she
girl
likes,
be like,
she likes dancing.
young
But
girl
what if
be
he got a bad
laughing.
hip and she twerking for him? What if that relationship?
Oh, that was another thing. I saw the tennis girl. She cannot
I
twerk.
saw that. That was terrible.
Yes, my God.
That was terrible.
That's why she has to be with white boys.
Yeah.
Who, Serena?
Yeah, Lord have mercy.
She can't twerk, but she can crip walk.
And she's from Compton.
Yes, so but hey, she's I mean, I just
You don't know?
I just don't know. I'm and that's the thing about getting older. We all sound, well, not all of us, but people sound old. You sound old. You can't get with the time.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, but it's something within you. It's like, I'm gonna take these traditions along with me. That's not a problem, right? You can't just, if you're on the conveyor belt and you already going and they come all behind you.
I mean, it's certain
You know what I'm
things
saying?
I should know how to do, and I don't. Like, I don't know how to, on the phone, like Facebook, you're supposed to be able to copy and paste. I don't know how to do that.
Because
The young girl know how to do that.
it.
Yeah.
The young girl would do it.
I don't know how to do that.
I'd give it to her, and she'd copy
be
and
like,
paste.
yeah.
for me.
So
Okay.
is that a healthy relationship?
No, I mean, I've never taken a nude picture of myself.
Never.
No, that's
okay.
why I was shocked at Leslie Jones. I mean, who takes?
That's why you want to see.
No,
You've
just
never
saying,
done it.
No, I'm just saying, who takes a nude picture of themselves?
She was feeling herself.
And some funk just went by. I don't know if that was. Yeah, my sweatsuit. It's my sweatsuit, I guess. I don't know.
You turning yourself on? What are you doing?
No, I don't know what has.
Just gotta breathe.
Yeah,
the funk.
I was like, Lord. But I know I'm clean.
Sure.
No, actually, but it's like the new kids who take
New kids on the block.
take nude pictures of themselves. I don't get that.
That's the thing.
Why you don't?
Knowing it's going to be out there.
It's social media. I need to get my likes up.
Yeah. I got to show her what I'm working with.
Right.
Like guys who take pictures of their Johns and send it to girls. I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. You never done that?
Never.
Done it once.
You have?
Yeah.
You took a
Like,
picture of your John
yeah, bam. Here you go.
and you sent
Take
it
that, Lewis.
Yes.
and you sent it to someone?
Yes. Like, this is what you about to get. This is what's coming over.
Yeah, this is on the menu.
Have you?
Yeah. This is on the menu.
Yeah, I've seen Teeder's dick.
Oh, wow.
You said that a couple times.
Right, I have.
She likes
Have you ever taken nude pictures?
No. But I have taken sexy pictures, and I took a picture of my soapy nipple.
Oh, I saw that
See.
picture.
Did you see it?
Yeah, we were.
It was right next
We
to
were at
your
the court, and I was looking right over the shoulder. And I caught. I said, "Oh,
You've taken a picture of your soapy nipple?
Yeah.
And you never got caught up when the woman, first, has a woman ever asked you?
Asking me what?
To send you.
They say I'm cool.
No. No. And I've never received a naked picture.
Wow.
Stop.
You're
I
being
haven't.
deprived.
I've never.
I think
received
that's worse than not taking one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Why is it?
So
Girl
when
ain't
you're-
never sent you a
Back
video?
to the first topic. When your friend is gay, do you remain his friend?
No, I mean,
Wow.
That ain't your thing, or you don't have a thing. What's going on?
no. I just.
So
know,
would you delete the picture if she sent you one?
How would you feel if Code 3 sent you a new picture?
She wouldn't do that. She can't.
I mean, what if she just did one
But
night? You
she
just get
she
the text
can't.
and you're like,
she
boom.
can't because of her job.
Just say
That's
she
make
did.
it. That's making more
No, she
intriguing.
can't.
Would you? I'm saying if she did, how would you feel?
Would you quit her?
Would you report her?
I know.
Commanding officer, look at
Just
this
say,
filth.
Not counting her job. Just say she felt like she missed you and wanted to
Oh,
took a little twat shot.
twat shot.
Bam! Like
Or-
this is what you got.
Pink or
coming.
no
Or a breast
pink?
shot.
Twat
what would
shot?
you?
Yeah.
You mean she took a soapy nipple and
No, that's down south.
Man, the guy sent that too. Shoot,
Yeah, I saw it.
Motherfucker went crazy.
he sure did.
I did too.
Ooh.
no? We're good. We're pretty.
You just take pictures of each other with the Polaroids and burn them.
That's old school right there.
Burn that motherfucker, girl.
You know the photographer in the bedroom? You don't get her in a nice light?
No,
You don't videotape yourself or nothing.
no, we're Action Jackson people.
Action Jackson.
We're
Okay.
It's modern technology, man.
Yeah, social media. What you
That's
gonna
what
do?
you got FaceTime for now. You can have phone sex face to face.
No,
Yes.
no.
You don't have to drive?
You wouldn't have phone sex if you were out of town for several weeks and
Oh, this is gonna be good.
on Skype and
Yeah.
she want to show you what she got.
'Cause remember,
You wouldn't. Come on, Lou. We know you're
'cause remember back in the day.
You're not approved.
I'm a freak.
What is he?
Because remember back in the day, they used to bullshit. Because you couldn't see, so you didn't know if they was actually doing it or not.
I'm
You good?
Stuttering.
Yeah.
yeah,
He got his private collection. Like, oh, okay.
I'm okay. I can fantasize.
You say you have an imagination.
Yeah, I can fantasize. I can fantasize what we've done, and go there. I have a good imagination.
You write it down,
No, it's in my head.
so you don't send explicit text and all that.
No, what were you trying to say before that?
I said no. I was saying you don't send the text and all that. Explicit text and all of
I don't
that.
know. What are you trying to say? No, you mean as far as hey, I want you and all that?
Lewd.
Yeah.
No. We have some code words.
They're aggressive.
Pineapple.
No.
Sugar tits.
Ah.
Daddy long legs.
No, that's funny. No. We
Daddy
have,
wants to stick his key in the garage.
No, we have some code words, but they
Is the pool open?
Oh wow.
that's a good one.
Can I go swimming?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Is the pool
Yeah.
open? That's a good one. We might have to add that one.
No, you can't take that. That's copyright infringement.
Oh.
Is the pool open?
Do
girl?
you have code words, poetess?
Fact free.
Ooh.
no.
So you just straight out say it?
What that dick do? That still works.
Exactly. It does.
That's.
But does some women get offended though? Like, do women get
Well, you have
offended
to
if
have a
you like
relationship.
blunt and you just come up and you just like call them up and just like directly ask?
Gotta
Is
have
that
a
offensive?
relationship.
Well, I'm not easily offended, so it wouldn't offend me, especially if we're already
Yeah. So if you call up and say, you know what,
in a sexual
Yeah, so-
relationship.
Oh wow.
like what you doing? Nothing. Like, can a
Come
nigga come
through,
get some?
yeah.
Can a nigga come get some pussy?
Oh no, I wouldn't like that.
Can I put these balls in your jaws? You go with that one.
That would be funny. And I'd be like, nigga, you a fool. Bring your ass home.
Okay, give me a
Oh,
parking
she turned.
space.
Yeah, she turned mine down, but like, okay, the ball.
So you called and I'm a call.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's the funniest thing that was said tonight. Listen, you people in the chat room, we didn't appreciate what you said.
You still on that?
Yeah, that hurt me.
Oh,
Let that go, man.
That hurt me.
Well, we got a segment coming up.
All right. And what's eating
dicks?
What's eating?
the up?
What's eating dicks?
The other day I was eating
dicks?
No.
You about to tell on yourself.
No, Code 3 and I were eating.
You said you had a meal, baked potato.
No, we were actually out.
Oh, you're out. Okay.
And we're sitting there, and it was at Hot Wings.
On Melrose?
Yeah, Hot Wings Cafe.
Wing Cafe.
So
Yes, sir.
this guy next to us, who was big as this table, and his daughter, we're assuming it was his daughter,
Was bigger than
was
the
big too.
You were sizing them up.
They had a platter.
Now, when they were bringing their food, we thought half of that food was ours too.
Right.
But she
okay.
put all of them in front of them too.
Okay.
And I was like,
Well, it is good over there.
man. But it's like, it made me think, how fat do you allow your kids to get before you start saying stop?
Are they seeing it?
The girl wasn't, she couldn't have been no more than 13.
Okay.
But she was big. She was big.
She was junior medium
she
or
was
what?
3X,
Extra large?
4X.
Okay.
She was big.
Okay.
Like
And-
Lil Lou said at the time, medium boy.
Yeah, she was big. And
Heart attack big?
And it's like they weren't really talking until they started eating.
Oh.
Then they both lit up and they were just,
Food got to come.
They passed that.
yeah, they were just, giggling.
How's the lemon pepper? How's the lemon pepper?
Open the
Right.
ranch.
Shit,
Right,
open it
right.
Is that
right.
blue cheese right there?
Right. Didn't touch the
Carrots and
the
celery.
carrots and celery. Didn't
And you were
touch
watching
that.
for that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, all right, who's gonna eat?
Wow.
Didn't touch that.
Fucking up the
Just-
fries though.
Man, she had onion rings.
Fries.
He had fries, curly fries. She had onion rings, and they had
So it's a mother and a son?
no. It was the dad and the daughter.
Oh, dad and the daughter.
And they each had a basket of wings, and then the woman brought another basket.
Okay.
And they had Diet Coke to chase that shit down.
No, the girl had pink lemonade,
Man.
and
Okay.
he had. I think I heard him say root beer. It was just,
Got a burp.
and
What the hell is you niggas talking about?
Oh.
so this is X Live. We're talking about obesity, and we're talking
And
about
children.
It was a guy and his daughter at the restaurant eating, and like, at what point as a parent do you stop the child? Because the
When
girl.
you see that motherfucker swole up, that's when you stop. Look,
That's
look.
fun. Alcohol conversation is really funny
No,
because
serious business. Look,
Oh.
my son had a problem with like pissing in the bed, and so look. So I'm like, look, the way I handle it is like, look here, keep pissing in the bed, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh, okay.
Look here.
That's straight to the point.
Mama tripped out, so we went to
Keep
the little
eating.
doctor. We went to the little doctor and everything. And they started telling me the inner workings of the bladder, like don't give him no nothing to drink after the set
Right.
and all that. So I didn't give him nothing after the set. And I watched him. So I was stalking out the kitchen. I was in the, and look, I was in the kitchen by the refrigerator. And I'm watching. I'm like, cause I know he's sneaking Kool-Aid or something. I know he doing it all night. Nothing. He's still pissing in the bed. What is he doing? I couldn't figure it out. And I know I'm not no stupid nigga. This nigga told me at 16 years old, he want to come at me. He go, Dad, can I chop it up with you? I said, yeah. He said, I know you think I was lying to you about getting drinks out of the refrigerator and everything after 7. I said, no. I know I was right.
Okay.
You know, he said, you were wrong. I said, okay, enlighten me. He said, you know what I was doing? I said, what? He said, I was drinking the shower water. How the hell was I supposed to figure that out? This nigga was taking a shower. He was drinking the shower water. That's why he was pissing.
well, he
after
might have been
7.
dehydrated. I mean,
Look, no. This nigga's dumb as a bag of asses. You know what I'm saying? He was drinking the shower water. I said, you was drinking warm shower water, nigga, or you was taking cold showers? He said, I was just drinking it. Then he go in there and he piss. I said, why you didn't get your ass up and just go to the bathroom and piss?
Right.
He said, because look, when you piss, it's warm and it's comfortable.
Oh.
I said, nigga, you 16. So you can't
All right.
find these things out. You got to these are the things that they are.
Got to go through it.
His ass was an old ass nigga
Pissing in
pissing
the
in
bed.
the bed.
At 16?
drinking shower water. How the fuck you supposed to figure that shit out?
At one point, I got to look at the parents.
Oh wow!
Hey, good point. Good point.
Gotta go in there.
Hold up, Lewis. The apple don't fall from the tree. Now this is my stepson, right? His stepdaddy still pissed in the bed as an adult. When my wife told me about that, like I was like,
Wait,
this the type of niggas that you was
his
fucking with
stepdaddy
before me?
No.
You was fucking with a nigga that pissed in the bed as a grown nigga?
Are you still with her?
Yeah, I love her to death.
Oh.
But guess what? I make sure that I empty my bladder before we go to bed, baby.
I think that family needed Depends.
Always.
Okay.
Oh, they do have always.
Always.
That's what the astronaut lady had.
Hey, look here, Lewis. Don't. Hey, I'm quick with this shit.
Oh.
It always depends.
Girl.
It's 2 diaper products for grown people. Come on, man. Let's go with it.
Okay, so obesity in children. Is this?
Hey, listen. I'm still stuck on the fact that the boy was going to wet in the bed at 16, and she had his father was wetting the bed.
Yeah.
As an adult.
Yeah. As an adult, like, imagine that. You with your girl and everything. She thinks it's a wet dream. It's like, this is the wettest dream ever.
Makes sense to me.
You know what I'm saying?
So wet.
Not only is my back wet, like everything. Wet.
We weren't laughing as if that joke was funny.
No.
I don't care if it's funny. I don't have jokes. I got problems I'm willing to share with y'all asses. The wettest dream ever, baby.
Oh.
It's trap
How many times can you flip a mattress?
comedy, nigga.
How many times can you flip that mattress? The wettest.
Jeff just killed
The
it.
wettest
Jeff
dream
just said it's
ever,
trap
baby.
comedy.
At its finest. At its finest.
Nigga, Comedy Lounge.
Well, we appreciate that story, Mad Marv.
Whoa, yeah.
That's a nice addition to What's Eating Dicks.
Oh, you back on that? You gonna gay it up?
No, that's the name of
that's-
his name.
see,
and
that's-
the name
that's-
of
The
his-
man's name is Lewis Dix, man. Come on. You know how many dick jokes this nigga done heard from, like, since he started school?
Well, he eats dicks, and this is what we get into. This is a segment.
It's
What the hell does TDP stand for?
this is conversations with an alcoholic. This is what this is.
Yes.
2 dicks, please? What is that? What is that?
Tall, dark, and
What is
popular,
that?
nigga. That's
Oh,
what
no,
it
wait.
is.
Tall, document. 2 dicks, please.
Well, you asked me, nigga. I'm answering.
2 dicks, please. Wettest dream ever, baby.
Alcoholics say things like at least 3 or 4 times.
Okay, What's Eating Dicks?
That's now what's your choice of drink?
Oh, I used to like Remy Martin. I was the original. Forget Fetty Wap. I was the original Remy boy. Remy boys, yeah, baby. But now I do Absolute.
Did you drive over here?
Of course not.
Okay.
I walked from across the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got the
I
bar.
bails. Look, I bails. I like to bail when it's late at night. Ain't nobody out. Ain't no helicopters. In certain areas, I walk. But my drink now, I toned it down to white liquor.
You pulled
Absolute.
up in a truck.
Absolute, because you know what I'm
left
saying.
that part out, huh?
I self medicate myself. See, you have to understand. You have to understand your reality. See, I accept the fact that I'm an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Intervention.
What was the age that you started drinking?
About 7 years old. It was by accident. My sister gave me remember them club drinks that used to be in the little cans? It looked like soda. It was the strawberry club drinks. You remember the club drinks?
4-pack.
Strawberry margarita.
Yeah. So, my ass was always a begging ass nigga. So I was like, let me get something. She was like, you don't want that? I was like, give me some. I was crying and shit. So she gave it to me. I drank that shit. And I was like, huh? It was on. Look, because I come from a long line of alcoholics.
So first and second grade must have been tough for you.
Not really, as long as the club drinks was there. But when I got in junior high school, one of my partners had some moonshine or some homemade liquor. It had a peach.
Wow.
It had a big peach in it, right? My dumb ass, I just really wanted the peach, so I was drinking it down. Then I ate that peach. Look, I didn't know you had to ferment the fruit.
Right.
So when I ate because the peach stayed, it looked like a healthy peach, regular peach. I ate that shit was garbage. But look, I was high as a Georgia pine tree. I was in the school. I had to take off all my clothes because I was hot. And then the teacher called,
on
like,
Sherm?
your son, something wrong with it.
He was on that
Something-
peach.
This was this moonshine.
I was off that peach. Look, he's your son, something wrong with it. My mama said, what'd you do? I said, I ate the peach. and she beat my ass.
So so who was an alcoholic in your family?
Everybody. Look, my uncle.
You said he came from a
Look, my uncle taught me how to drive drunk, and the only reason he taught me how to drive. Look, the only
This
reason
is what you need to know.
Hold up, TDP. Look.
Hey,
The only
the
reason he
corners
taught
like
me how to
that.
drive is because he needed to get to the liquor store. There wasn't nobody around. So I'm driving. He said, "I'm gonna teach you how to drink and drive, but you gotta do it. Look. You put the drink here. You look around left, right, and you bring it up here.
Yeah, that's what life is.
You looking around left, right. You don't see no police. You bring it up here. You look around left, right, hit it. Bring it back down.
Yeah, that's what life was.
Sound good. So I'm driving. He said, "You're too close to them cars, nigga. The liquor store right there."
Right.
Look, so I hit a car. I was like, "Oh, what?"
Oh, wow.
He said, "Look here." He said, "No. I'm gonna teach you how to drive. I'm gonna teach you to drive. Look, you hit somebody's car, you get out,
Leave a note.
put a note on their car, let them
hit
know
your car.
you got to be responsible."
But you ain't got to put the note under the
Look, so I told him like this,
under the
TDP.
blade. Let it blow off.
TDP, I told him, I said, "Look, ain't nobody coming." I said, "Why don't we just finish going to the liquor store?" He said, "No, I got to teach you right." So he went over there. He had the pen and paper and shit. He went over. He seen because I fucked the car up really bad.
Right.
He looked around. He said, he came back to the car. I said, "What about the note?" He said, "There's another life lesson I got to teach you. Some shit is better left unsaid. Let's get to the store." And we went to the store and fucked that man's car up.
All right.
So
And that's how I learned how to drink
That's
and
my
drive.
man.
It's only a felony or a crime
Correct.
if your ass get caught. Yeah, baby.
Whoa, yeah, trap comedy on a Friday night.
Oh,
Oh, bless your heart.
I'm sorry about it. Look, I'm sorry about it. I'm shady as a 380. I still be stealing shit. I don't even be needing shit. I just be stealing because I can. Like
Somebody
Albertsons.
said Bad Barbie to
Look,
get Jay
like
Legend.
Albertsons, right? They want you to pay for these bags now, Lewis. Lewis, they want you.
Hysterical.
Look, they want you to pay for the bags. They robbing you.
10
I'm
cent
not.
bag.
Look, I'm not paying for the bags. I know economics. I study the shit. Look, pass that on to the consumer. Raise your price a little bit. So, okay, the buttock meat is like 37 cents. Make the buttock meat 67 cents. Still give me the bag. So, I'm not
What
gonna
are
just.
you talking about?
I'm just not gonna just let you get me like that. So you know what I do? Everything that can fit in my pocket, I get that. So I go to Albertsons. I put the caviar right in the pocket. I take it there. It fit right in there.
Sturgeon.
Look. No, it's the beluga. So listen.
Still comes from a sturgeon.
Listen, babe. Oh yeah, that's a whale. Don't ever try to battle intellects with me.
I'm not
Okay.
battling intellect to you, nigga. I'm
Yeah.
doing a show.
Yeah.
And a sturgeon
Whatever.
is a fish where goddamn
Yeah,
caviar
it's
comes
fish
from.
eggs. It's fish eggs.
Nigga.
Yeah, it's delicious
Yes, it is.
on a Ritz cracker because everything tastes better
on a saltine.
when it sits on a Ritz.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the east side shit. You like that saltine, nigga. Step your cracker game up to the Ritz.
I've had a Ritz before on tour.
Listen, baby.
I've had that.
Listen, baby. So then I go to the market in there where they got the fish. I get the lobster.
I heard you.
I get two of them and I have them turn them
Clockwise.
opposite. Yeah, like a 69 for lobsters.
Okay.
So it can fit right in the pea socket.
Oh, okay. It's a nice technique.
Yeah. Then I go to the thing. You know what I pay for? Lemon, butter, and a small ass Chardonnay so I can make my white wine reduction with the lemon butter garlic sauce.
Yeah.
So I can feel good about it as far as karma go. So I paid $3.75 for that shit. But in my pocket, I got about like $58 worth of gourmet shit up in this bitch.
Which
Are you,
Yeah, baby.
All right, we about to wrap it up.
I thought we were already off the air. That was
what's eating dick?
That's Trap Comedy, Mad Mars Comedy Lounge.
That is fine. Whoa, yeah.
that was a PSA. You shouldn't drink.
No, I don't advocate any stealing. I do not advocate stealing or anything, but I do advocate getting that money, baby.
Oh wow, we got Eddie Kane.
Somebody said sing nights like this.
Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Hey, look, you ever been on audition with Michael White? Look, I was in the audition with him. I didn't even know he was him. Look,
Okay.
I said, hey, what?
You just said I didn't know it was him.
I didn't know it was him. I was like, "What's up?" He was like, "How are you?"
Hey.
He said, "Look." He's like, "How are you? What's going on?" Yeah, I'm just over here. I'm just making. He was polite, like he was raised in the valley and shit.
Okay.
He go in audition. He's like, "This is the flavor we save up here, neighbor." I was like, "This nigga is
Sugar
really
Hill.
look. This nigga's a really actor. When you see him regular, cracker. Get in that audition. Look here, my nigga. I was like, what? This nigga got a cold emulation of the stereotypical Negro.
You were really just having a conversation with yourself right now. 'Cause
That was
Always.
I mean,
Always, Lewis. You think I give a fuck about y'all? Everything is Merv. This shit about me,
You
baby.
didn't know that?
alcoholics are
You
just so happy
TDP,
with
how long you
themselves.
know me?
A long time, Mom.
Everything is about me.
Yeah.
Hey, look, whether I want it to be or not, wherever I come, motherfuckers want to hear my ass.
I love
if you
Teeder.
don't, say, shut the fuck up, Merv, but you can't do it. You know why? Because it's so interesting, though, ain't it, baby?
What grade
Rock
is your what grade is your
Smell
kid in?
something. What's
Hold on. Wait,
What grade is your kid in?
my kid, because I got two step kids and my daughter from my Johnson.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, how
You have
old is your
two-
youngest?
You have
My
two-
youngest is 12 years old.
And your other ones are how old?
The oldest girl is 21, and my son is 19. He's dumb as a bag of asses. He repeated the 7th grade twice. Look, this was funny shit.
Damn.
Look, when he repeated the 7th grade, I was so pissed, and I was talking to my daughter. She was my youngest daughter. She was like 5, and she go, "Daddy, don't be mad." I said, "Why?" She said, "I think I know why he repeated the 7th
This
grade."
the
I said,
same one
"Why?"
that pees in
She
the
said,
bed?
"Look,
Yeah.
I think he was waiting on me." I had to pull the fucking car over, and I said, "Don't tell your mama that shit, but that's some funny shit, baby." He was waiting on me, and I think his ass really was waiting on her ass because she damn near caught up to his ass.
Okay.
Repeat the 7th grade. You know, we used to get our ass beat. OJ killed all that shit.
Was that just a punctuation you did?
Yeah, I got to give it to.
Okay.
Look, you can't beat nobody's ass.
Lord have mercy.
OJ ass.
Um,
The juice.
um,
He juiced us.
I don't even know what the past 20 minutes was.
Okay. Well, you want me to stop talking?
No,
'Cause I can get out of here.
No, I was.
I ain't got shit to do. Look, I'm in love with a woman I can't stand.
It's an oxymoron.
Hey, look. We've been separated for 3 years, right? I got my own crib. She got her own crib. And every time before I get off work, she be like, "What's for dinner, baby?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know what y'all gonna eat.
Oh, wow.
I'm about to eat this shit, though."
the lobsters that he stole.
From Albertsons.
Gourmet.
That fit in the pocket. They want Tumbies, nigga. They want Tumbies. Fuck Tumbies, nigga. Let's get this beluga.
Oh, wow.
Wow. This is what y'all do on Tuesdays?
No, you ought to come through there. You come through there on Tuesday.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
What you?
Wow, really?
What you mean? You know what you bougie?
No, I'm not.
Nigga get some gray hairs in his face. He want to go bougie.
No.
You look like the crispy. You look like the crispy Colonel, nigga.
I didn't have gray hair until
Oh,
you started.
wow. So,
Yeah, baby.
That was insulting.
I'm sorry, but that was funny.
Crispy Colonel.
Listen,
Crispy Colonel, baby.
It's
want that to be the name of your
Murphy's so stuck in his ways, baby.
I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
I'm Jeff Arnold.
That's where you were supposed to come in with your dick joke right there. It would have been perfect timing.
Now all of a sudden, it's funny how
He didn't want to say it. He wanted to say, "And I'm 2 dicks, please." Yeah, baby.
That was
And that was
What's Eating
that
Dicks
was
segment.
What's Eating Dicks tonight.
child obesity. Parents' fault.
Child obesity. He might be eating too many dicks, you fat motherfucker.
Well,
Eating
that's
fat
what-
dicks, nigga. His cholesterol is up. If you're
told
gonna
you
eat
to
dicks,
stop.
eat skinny dicks, nigga, low cholesterol. Or eat the protein dicks. You wrap the dick with some lettuce.
I told him.
Oh. That's how it's done, fellas. That's how it's fucking done, fellas. Y'all playing with this shit? Don't play with this shit. This our last hoorah. Somebody put in the comments, our show looked like an AARP meeting. I was like, what the fuck is that, ARP? What is that? Till I realized the benefits of playing it off.
Oh,
Get
thank
his
you.
mic on.
Listen, POTUS, we really appreciate Morris Media Studios and what you do here.
Yeah.
Give me some chicken strips, crispy Colonel. What the fuck?
I hope we gave
sorry,
the
let me get the
people
fuck
in the
out of
chat room something to chat
I
about.
hope we change the tempo.
I hope
Yes.
your ass move your head out the fucking way so people can see your face. Quit fucking around. Nigga, don't nobody give a fuck about the soul man. What the fuck is that? Jeff cut his shit off, nigga, because he realized, you see that nigga head look like a milk dud. He don't give a fuck. That nigga used to be black satin, nigga. Look at that shit. Nigga shit look like a kneecap with Vaseline on that motherfucker. Your ass got a cap.
Are you closing out the show?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to reach his point.
All right,
Oh, this mic is off. So what point is he gonna
Okay,
reach?
I'm waiting for him just to fall out.
All right, let me fade. Look, I'm gonna fade out. Look. Mad Marv Trap Comedy, Lewis Dix Show. Thank y'all for having me stop in on a late
His mic is not
Friday
on.
night. Fish on Fridays. Tune in for the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge on Tuesday from 7 to 8. Yeah, baby.
Oh wow, that was a nice rendition.
Okay. What's the name of our show?
In a Man's World.
I don't know what that was. That was an alcoholic,
Well, that was brought up by the higher ups.
and that was
That would never happen on The View.
You know what's interesting? It's he's okay with being an alcoholic, and because you have to own
It's
it.
the weekend.
For a long time though.
Yeah, he's been an alcoholic for a while, and it was funny. It was sad.
It was the truth.
But it's real though.
Yeah, it was real sad. It was truly, really sad. Because I didn't get any, it's a lot of unhappiness in there. A lot of pain. And that can't be good for the children you're raising.
Would that cause obesity? Type of mentality?
So stupid, man.
Oh, I'm on segment.
And is he young?
No, he's 47. About to hit 48.
Wow. I hope my son doesn't grow up like that.
It's called choices.
God. All right, that's my phone.
Oh wow.
Time for you to go.
Code 3.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Sirens.
We out.
Woo, woo, woo.
Dang.
Hello?
Can y'all at least say goodnight? Oh.
Yeah, where are you?
Oh, shit. Good night, everybody. Shoot.
Huh?